Hey, good morning. Today I thought, what if I'll record my entire day of work with Valo without thinking about it too much, without thinking about editing, presentation, whatever, just let me work. Let's see what we are doing. Okay, so I'm trying to make it so that the map will display all actions for Codex and Claude. And it's hard because you can't make everything you want work kind of at once, because the system is so big that you make something work, then you have to make something else work, and then some of the stuff that you made work first, they can change and shift. You know how it is. But slowly but surely it's coming together. And by the way, I actually like Codex a lot, much more than I thought I would. He is very, very thorough. He understands what needs to be done. He keeps it to the point. He always makes sure to review, to do the last few steps that are actually causing a lot of mess for later sessions. He actually is very good at that. I'm starting to like him a lot. If I need something thoroughly done, I would rather use Codex. It's pretty good. All three agents are finished. Every actionable finding already handled. Ta ta ta. Grep, glob. Oh wow. Oh wow, finally. You see, that's like, it's weird. I was asking, for example, you can tell Claude, hey Claude, find out all opportunities of activity that we can present on the map. And for some reason, if you don't say exactly all the name, but Codex did the job. He just found them and did it. That's beautiful. New tests. Okay, that's great. Committed, right? Yeah. Wait. That wasn't a commit. Then I'll keep working. Then I'll restart. Then I can test it. Okay, great. Let's wait for this session. We also have a session waiting here with project switching, tab switching. We started with such a messy foundation because we had so many crashes, so many problems, so many patches on top of patches. Then once it got stable, we started stripping away all of the patches slowly but surely and leaving away the good solid foundation. So now chat switching, for example, works. Oh, wait. I still see a blink. Okay, after the restart, maybe it will go away. It was even worse, but still, I still see a slight flash here. On a regular browser, when you switch between tabs, you don't even see a flash. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. Complete smoothness, even when switching between projects. Let me show you, for example, right now. You see how it takes longer? It feels like the black screen is just like 100 milliseconds longer than when switching between tabs in the same project. Just a little bit longer. I'm trying to make it super smooth, trying to make it feel lightweight and fast. But that's pretty much it. I have a lot of stuff pending, so I need to give this session time to complete. Also now I'm fixing it so that full trust for Claude already means full trust, but ask for everything wasn't working. It wasn't asking for everything. It was only asking for stuff that the CLI considered dangerous. But we already have that mode on auto approve. This one. auto approve in this project. And even then, it can ask you about dangerous stuff in the project, also because of the guards. And it will still ask you questions when Claude is doing something outside of the project. So if your project in one folder and Claude needs to edit a skill that lives in the global folder somewhere else because of the CLI, it's going to ask for permission. So I found the best is put it on full trust, then go to here and just set whatever you need to be asked for a permission. Just put it here. But I don't even need anything. The flow is so good. The skills are perfect. It's not like Claude is going to try to use any tool without any reason. So, and anything destructive or dangerous, we already have guards for that. We already have protection. You can see everything here. You can add your own rules. That's tell Codex what you should require. That should change, of course, when we are on Claude. It should say tell Valo what should require your approval. Then you copy the phrase. That's it. You send it and the AI that is operating already knows what to do. If you always want Valo search, you can flip this on. It will redirect any glob attempts because sometimes you want the AI to be aware of everything in advance, because you know how it is, sometimes lazy. Auto tidy is just a simple script to tidy like spaces and gaps in code files, nothing too crazy. Active memory, you already know, the crown jewel of Valo in terms of memory, really special. Regarding your chats, if you want to migrate chats from another desktop app or like Codex or Claude, just ask, just tell it here. Remember that Valo has a built-in guide. You don't need to guess. You don't have to message me and ask me, oh, how this works or how do I do this. You just keep working. Just ask here, Claude. Tell him, hey, Claude, check in the guide, check in the Valo guide. How do I do this? Or you don't even need to mention the guide. If you start asking questions about Valo, it already knows to do that. So let me just wait till this session will finish so I can restart and start testing everything one by one. Okay, so the session tried to build and then the session died. And now, obviously it can be just because of internet connection drop or something. But I'm not sure, so I'll take and copy this conversation, open another chat. Let's go to Codex. Hi Codex, good morning. Can you please look into this chat, into Valo logs, and see why it got disconnected? Was it my internet or was it something with Valo that we may detect and fix? Also, something I noticed doing, like in the past I was doing this, I was saying this chat like this. And then sometimes smaller models could look at this and they think, oh, this chat is named this. And they can continue, they can completely go off the rails. So instead I type the chat named this. It's much clearer like that. Just a small little trick, just small stuff that you notice that makes sense only after you understand them. Because once again, the AI is just a creature in a dark room with just a keyboard. No context, no understanding, no nothing. So it's like no expression in your voice, no tonality. It's just cold characters. So the way you can perceive them is so many different ways. It's even us humans, when we talk to each other, it's not always clear what exactly do we mean. So it's kind of a miracle that most of the time this silicon brain creature even understands anything at all and can fix it, and it works eventually. It's like dark magic or something. The interesting part is that the work continued normally through the build, then the chat stopped immediately after Valo injected several agent completion updates. Let's see. Internet caused the initial break. Valo handled the break poorly. The work and commit survived. The permission fix is safely committed. The fix I'd make in Valo is to hold queued agent notifications until connectivity is confirmed. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Yes, if you're on a flaky internet and you had... So basically, if you are on a flaky internet and you had a hiccup, we can still recover. But what are the scenarios when we can safely do that? I guess we can queue up the message of the background or even foreground agent to shoot only but wait. Oh. Yeah, we have Valo in the middle that can measure connectivity, and then it can decide what's the appropriate time to do that. Is that too complex, or is it a small change? Let me know. Because AI always will have different ideas, and sometimes it can be a big change and maybe not even worth it. Because you don't want to overcomplicate stuff at the same time. You're trying to keep it lean. Writing code is easy. You just ask for stuff and it writes code. But then making sure that all of that works properly, that's the hard part. Okay, I'm checking where quid. I never knew how to say this word. Queued agent. Queued, I guess? Yeah, you go into the queue. So, queued agent notifications. My recommendation, build part. Okay, let me read the parts first. Small high value fix, queue automatic agent. You know what? Let me get back to this once I'm... Oh wait, did the build succeeded though? Sorry, Codex, we had a connection drop. Can you check if the build is succeeded and I can restart safely? Because if I can restart, I better restart into the current build already, so that I can see if the map properly works, if the permissions work. If you do too much work without building, without checking your progress, you can get into a position where something can break and it will be harder to detect what caused that exactly. The build process is gone. Okay. Yeah, that's how you run the build. With the process in the foreground. Maybe I should change my build skill and that's it. Maybe I should just do it. Hi Claude, can you help me change my build Valo Windows skill? I think it should say to run the process of building in the foreground instead of running the command in the background. Because when we run it in the background, I noticed there are more chances for it to go missing or whatever, and then the assistant doesn't even know that it happened. So just a small addition. We don't need to bloat the skill, just a small addition to run the final build command in the foreground. Because otherwise, the session has to rely on the notification of the build. But if the build fails, the session never gets any notification at all. And we can also save it by asking it to use the schedule, which is also which survives restarts, survives app shutdowns, survives internet drops. Wait, actually, that's something that I just realized. Maybe we need to... Yeah, it doesn't survive internet drops. It will just send the message, but it will not be queued probably. So that's actually a good idea for... Oh wait, Oh, right. Everything is good. Oh, it already says, but easy to miss. Okay. Nice. Okay, looks like our notifications are resetting as well. Interesting. Okay, something else to investigate. Hi, Claude. Good morning. Can you please try to... Actually, no. That's an investigation job. That's probably for Codex as well. He is the thorough one. Because I already asked about it and it wasn't fixed. Let's try Codex this time. I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, yeah, I wasn't expecting to like Codex so much. Hi, Codex. Good morning. We have... Wait, what was it? Oh, notifications. Yes, for some reason, my notification sound is being reset from the ICQ one to the default one. And I'm not sure why, because other settings didn't reset. That's interesting. Can you take a look into this? I don't think it will appear in Valo logs, but maybe, because it changed just now. And it says notify after 10 seconds. Usually it's on 10 minutes or 5 minutes. It got reset to 10 seconds and it resetted to the notification sound, to the default one. Not sure why. Not sure why this is happening. Can you find it? Let's see what is the usage. Oh wait, I actually fixed the usage as well, and oh, I forgot. That's always happens, man. I need to wait for it to build so I can restart, but while I wait, I find something else that I need to do, and now I need to wait. Now I need to wait for this session before I can. Well, at least it's just checking. It's not fixing yet, so then I can restart and get back to work. Oof, 1000 lines. What is that? Settings TS. Oof. I also like to learn about the system. Is that something that Claude actually reads, or is it just something? Let me see. Is that something that is being written automatically, or is that something that you actually need to read? Because 1000 lines is insane. Yeah, what is this path even? There is no, like, what is this? Yeah, I don't even know what. Wait. Oh, that's the path. Wait, do we have a problem in how the in wrapping or something? Let's see. Yeah, Claude, I know. Sorry, this is the screenshot. Tell me, do we have a problem with line wrapping or something? Because that path got completely mangled. Now that I look at it, oh, of course it is. Why is it scrolling inside of the... Oh my god. I... Can you believe it? Who would ever guess that? What is even... I can scroll inside of this header. You see where it says file path in blue? Here is another screenshot. I can actually scroll inside of it. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, because I can't even see the full file path. So we have two things to fix. Sorry, not to fix. We need to check the user settings.ts. Oh, now I know what it is. Of course, it's the user settings. It's being written to automatically. Now I know the answer. I don't even need to ask it anymore. But what is this weird scrolling going on inside of the... Wait, it went away now. What? Wait, oh no, I need to hover over it specifically. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Here are the screenshots. The reason I say here are the screenshots is because a lot of the times, if you give a lot of context and you just attach screenshots, sometimes Claude is not seeing them. And maybe Codex, I don't know. I didn't work with Codex that much yet, so I don't know. But Claude can miss them sometimes. You can just say something, take a look, this and that and this and that. You attach a screenshot and he's like, oh yeah, send me the screenshot when you're ready, show me. me asking Claude, hey Claude, what is this file? Oh my god, I'm such a noob. So funny. Okay, let's wait for this session to tell us what's going on with this funny header. Okay, he's done. Now I need to figure out what's going on. Yeah, that I know. I know. Oh my god, so much bullshit. Ah. That's one of those times that I can't understand what you're saying, Claude. It's you're talking to me in code. But I guess I don't need to understand anything, right? We are just removing the scroll and that's it. I don't even need to understand it in simple real world terms right now or anything. It doesn't matter, right? Low risk, as you said. Let's go. There is no separate issue. It was just a line break inside of the scroll bar. That's what made me confused. I couldn't copy the entire path because there was a line break and the only thing I saw was this bracket. Do you understand now why this is so annoying and why we need to remove that scroll header? The agents needs the why as well. Like if they have a good why, they do a better job. Just like a human, pretty much. After all, made in our images. Made in our image. Man, I love this little cowboy hat on Claude. It's he's wearing it when he's using a shell or bash commands. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, I guess we can finally restart. Yes. Okay, we are back. Nice. This will go live only in the next build, so we can archive this one. Found it appears to be known startup setting race, not a new reset today. Yesterday's startup log already shows. Oh, so it was already yesterday. Interesting. Oh, I never noticed that. I see what's going on. That makes sense. That makes sense that I never noticed that because I have headphones plugged in and only now I'm wearing them to actually hear myself, which is actually a great tip for everyone who is working with a microphone, who is talking to Claude or Codex all day. And if you are like me, if you are without headphones, you have this constant discomfort in your mind thinking that the microphone will not pick you up properly, so you really get close to the microphone and you talk really loudly, and you also subconsciously remember that you have to be super clear when you talk, because the transcribing model also needs to understand you. So you end up talking very loudly and very clearly, which takes a lot of your energy. But if you wear headphones, you can hear yourself in real time. You can hear yourself in the monitor. And that way you are not, trying too much, and then you end up too tired at the end of the day. That's how you can keep your voice more calm, and because you don't have that issue where you're afraid that the model doesn't hear you, subconsciously. So wait, I'm recording that. I forgot. I was explaining something to the people that watch the video. Wait, let me get back to the stuff. We fixed the race, but it got back. Currently running build created 20. Wait, what? Wait, we just built. Oh, right. Oh my God, you were searching before we built, of course. Oh, so there is a second writer we haven't caught? Really? Holy shit, I really lost the plot on all of the builds and restarts. But I felt like we did it like 3 days ago or something. Whatever, then I don't even need to I don't even need to send this message. Let me just... Yeah, by the way, if you want to cancel something that you're recording, just hit Alt again. Or set your hotkey to be something else. Okay, let's just move on from this. Okay, I restarted and we are back. So, you know what? We can test it together right here. You can spawn a mini chat with Claude. Use Haiku or 4.6 just to test. Oh, wait, I need to set it to full trust in the settings first. Okay, let me go to model, Claude. Sorry, not to full trust, to ask first, right? Wait, is that how the model picker says? It says ask for everything. But yeah, I guess the shortcut is ask first. But in the settings, when I go to model, Claude, the settings should say ask for everything. It should actually say what it's doing, because everything means everything. Because we already have custom and full trust and auto approve, so the default permission mode in the settings should say ask for everything. Other than that, I switched it to ask for everything, so now you can spawn a mini chat with Claude and ask it to do something not destructive, and then we watch if it works. Wait, I'm on... Wait, what the... I forgot this. Oh man. Let me just stop this process. I sent it to a fresh chat with Haiku instead of sending it to here. That's what we are talking about, right? This message I sent shouldn't have made any sense, but the model wasn't like, oh, are you sure you're talking to me? Like, or you didn't, it can't tell you like, oh, are you sure this is not a mistake? It's trained to be helpful at all times. So it can't even detect if something may be wrong. It's not trained to question you even for a little bit. Okay, nice. I see the permission box. Yes, I see it. You know what's interesting though? That it looks like we reused the permission box for the guards or something. Now it has a gray allow instead of being green. Because we had, you know how we have another permission box that 3 days ago it was allow once, allow and deny. Then I asked to change it to just allow and deny. And instead of removing the gray allow once, instead of removing the gray button that says allow once, we now have a new permission card with just deny and gray allow. I'm confused by this. Why do we have two different permission cards? Or do we have only one now? Did the previous session completely removed the previous cards and just unified and left us with this? By the way, it's working. I see... Wait, but what did it try to do? Oh, a shell command. Nice. Nice, it's working. Wait, tool says bash. But the UI... Yeah, we still need to fix a lot of stuff. The bash is a relic from Mac. We literally yesterday fixed it from bash to shell in the display, which works, but let me just show you a screenshot. Wait, there is another problem. I want you to orchestrate this. This is the third problem already. Why is... You see the avatar of Claude? Do you see his little PFP? I don't know why, but he is sad when he is bashing, when he's doing the shell command. Wait, what the hell? What was that? What? Did you see that? What? He's doing this again. What? Is that because of me? Man, why does he has this... what the fuck? Man, this is so funny. I never actually designed it any specific way. I just told Claude, hey Claude, here are a bunch of profile pictures and just do whatever you want with them. Assign them to different moods. Wait, is that because I'm pressing the Windows button? No. Wait, he's just doing it randomly? I don't get it. Okay, we need to dive into this. I already asked another session to check why the little flower, sunflower Claude is sad when he is using the shell command. I don't like it. I don't want him to be sad. Like, why would he be sad at all? I don't get it. So yeah, here are the screenshots and break this down into... Oh man, we are heavy on context as well. What if we just... Yeah, we actually finished with the permissions. So let's just... Can you use the handoff skill to start fresh? Here are the screenshots. Like, what is this? Man. I just downloaded the entire folder with all of the emojis, but I didn't think Claude is going to use that one. That's so funny. Oh, he's happy now. What? This is so weird. Now the little PFP is happy. I think it depends on something that I can't even put my finger on. Super weird. Let me close this one. Okay, why am I not seeing the trails on the map? Needs to be 2 files in a row, right? So I guess maybe because we didn't have that yet. But now we kind of have it. Oh my god, this is something that I don't like as well. Sorry, delete this and use the handoff skill. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Man, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our handoff skill works automatically, right? I say hand off and another chat opens and it hands off. But in the past, sometimes Claude was misunderstanding this and writing a handoff like document, because that's how he was trained. Because everyone is using the terminal tool, so that's all he could do. He didn't have Valo back then. So, and now I changed it. He writes it to a temporary file first, and then he asks you, like, how do you want, auto send or review? But the way Claude does it is just a box. You click and it happens. So it confused me. We still need to build the tool that shows you a box, so it will not be confusing like this. And this is a temporary file that automatically is being deleted. So yeah, I didn't need to ask. Wait, I'm recording this as well. I'm explaining to everyone at once, whatever. So yeah. Wait, what we were doing? PFPs and all of that stuff. Yeah, just auto send it. No point in reviewing that. Sometimes I have more context to add with my own wordings. Let me see if I stop this chat and close it. Will I have any problem here at the top? Yes. Oh man, do I feel like fixing it right now? Not really, because it still works. Okay, so waiting for approval is fine, but why is the avatar sad while waiting for approval? Also, there is another avatar with glasses and mustache. Like, here is the screenshot of that. That one appears randomly, like I don't even know when. Can you tell me when it's supposed to appear in the code? Because that's something that Claude just did. I never actually reviewed it. He probably, if I had to guess, he probably put the sad face on denied, and this one, with the glasses, I don't know, maybe pending or I don't know. But the sad was probably on denied for sure. The screenshot is the oh, disguised avatar. I thought it will say distinguished gentleman or something. Man. The message avatar switches to it whenever Valo thinks you are typing. Oh, really? And merely focusing the input causes that state for 1.5 seconds. Oh, now I see. I mean, I don't know. Now that I know how it works, it's actually funny. It's actually, I like those little Easter eggs here and there. It's just that I didn't know how it works. But then how do we know what's a good Easter egg and what's actually a bad user experience when he is confused about what's going on, you know? Maybe I'll just hand it off to you. Maybe you know the answer. We can think about it at the same time. Because, yeah, that's a good question, right? How do you... Well, I mean, the answer is easy. You divide it properly, but how do you keep it as close as possible while still being interactive and fun and having as much small Easter eggs as possible? I'm keeping the disguise reaction, but changing permission. Wait to calm, happy. The face may still briefly appear from input focus, which explains the randomness. Okay, nice. So the next, okay. Thank you, but there is no next person. I mean, unless you want to count yourself as a person, but we are only working with AI. So please keep it context efficient. We don't need any bloat, any human explanations, none of that. Thank you. It's already in the style guide, but honestly, I pulled the style guide only when we actually build something new. So there is just like small snippets from the style guide in the global CloudMD and stuff like that. Yeah, it was worth it though. You see, the implementation is now intentionally small. Basically, the documentation should be mostly what is impossible or hard to derive from the code alone, because the code is already the information. Even if you think, okay, I'll have like a summary of what the code does, right? But you can't rely on it for logic. You can maybe rely on it for search, because a summary is harder to change, harder to break the meaning of the page. Okay, the UI cleanup is implemented. What changed? Permission card now shows shell using the activity. Good. Allow is intentionally green. Good. Waiting, blah blah blah. Glasses and mustache Easter egg remains tied to input. Okay. Nice. Looks like we did just a bunch of... Thank you, Codex. No, I don't think we need to launch the dev window for that. It's just a small changes that already working, just a color change. We should be good. We should be good. Can you just tell me real quick if we indeed unified all of our permission cards into one, or do we still have two of them? Or something. And the reason I'm not just closing this chat and like saying, oh, everything is good, let me just close it, is because telling the chat that it's working, sometimes he might have had something that he wanted to do still to wrap up. Okay, ordinary tool permission use one unified live. Okay, so we just got unified. That's good. That's actually something that I would have asked for myself. The apparent alternatives the apparent alternatives are a separate intentional flows. Plan card approving. Wait. Oh, right. That's already separate. Got it. Question card, plan card, guard cards, right? Setup screen cards, Telegram approvals. Yeah. Nice. That's beautiful. That's why I like Codex. He can even go. Actually, maybe Fable does those sort of things as well. It's just that Codex does it for cheaper, right? But soon Fable is going to be cheap as well. Just as I said, just as I predicted. Well, everyone kind of knew that, right? That Fable is just marketing stunts, and it's going to be a part of the regular package anyway. Nice, looking good on the tools. Let me just build real quick in between so that I know that the state that I'm working in is actually the proper state. I need to make sure that a space is looked at as a dash so I can whatever. Wait, do we have anything uncommitted? Oh, that's not even this session. Oh, okay. Let me just ask the same session too. And there is just one change that needs committing. Please commit it as well, and then we can build. I have an instruction in my Claude.md that says that tells session to not ask me and just commit. But the reason sometimes they don't do it, I think, is because maybe they don't know if it's working. Maybe they are waiting for my approval. But it was such a small change that I didn't need to test it. So I'm just closing the chat, and then you have, oh, I'm on the I'm on the ask for everything. Yeah. Wait, I'm not even sure if it was changed in the settings. So yeah, that's why I'm building as well. Need to make sure it was changed. Oh my god. Guys, this is the Visual Studio Code simulation. Let's click allow on everything. Let's oh my god. That's it actually it feels good and it feels bad at the same time because Visual Studio Code it was a nightmare. I don't even know how I did it for so long. Just sitting there and clicking allow like a parrot, like a pigeon, picking click, click, click every day. Crazy. That's insane. How did we even do it? Man. Then Valo was so special when I first started building this. When I finally could have a great UI, like a workspace, and you don't need to click like a pigeon all day. Now you would ask, what do you mean? Didn't I have the allow for session button on Visual Studio Code? Well, actually, you will not ask what do I mean because if you know about it, then you know about it. You know that it wasn't working anywhere. Even today, it's not working properly on official tools, official desktop applications. What am I even talking about? You can't even talk to Codex or Claude mid-turn. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? And if you click stop, the session dies. Do I need to even keep talking? Like, what? It's unbelievable. People, no, I need to explain it better. If you download Anthropic's desktop application and you send the message, for example, you say, hey, Claude, let's change the color to blue on this button. Okay, he says, okay, let's do it. I'm reading this file, I'm reading that file. While he's reading files, you can't tell him, actually, I changed my mind, let's change it to purple. You can't do that. You need to wait for him to finish changing it to red, and only then you can ask it to change it to purple. Or you can click stop, and then you have about 60 to 50% chance that a new fresh Claude will arrive and pretend that he was there all along because he is trained to be helpful, so he will never tell you that he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Because he will just look at the commits, at the recent changed files, and he will try to piece it all together, and no one will even notice. You know why? Because they hidden the thinking. The thinking is not even visible anymore. So you can't even know what's going on. Guess who has the thinking? Valo has the thinking. Valo has you covered. You can talk to Valo while you're doing stuff. You can send screenshots while you're doing stuff. You can talk to Codex mid-turn, Valo mid-turn. You can have oh my god, there are so many things. Shut up already. I'm speaking to so much, no one remembers anything anyway. Then they message me and ask me, oh, like what is this button doing? Like it's funny because I felt like I'm talking about it for too much. I felt like no one cares. No one cares about this. No one cares about granular control for like your secrets or tools. No one cares about it. No one touches this. They just care about stuff working. Just you come here, you chat, the UI works, the tools work, you know, the simple stuff. A lot of the time you are working on stuff like, oh, this is such a good idea, let me build it, let me build that, let me build this. Oh, now I need to finish all of that before I release. Forget about all of that. Let me give you a tip. Release what you have, and then people will start telling you what they actually want. And then you will actually enjoy more what you're doing. You will not feel like, oh, I'm just building stuff and no one is using it, and no one is like, I don't even know if people need it. So instead, release, and then people will actually, first of all, you will see if people even need it at all, because sometimes they don't need, so you can just move on. But if they need, you know exactly what they need, you start working on that stuff, and usually it's the better direction than you sitting there and building complex ideas and like add-ons that no one is even like. You never know about an add-on when you first join. When you download an application, you use like the most obvious stuff. So the obvious stuff has to work great first. And I'm forgetting that all the time because there is so much things to take care, and I need those things for myself because I build Valo for myself. I'm going like I'm not I'm not trying to please anyone. I mean, I do enjoy when people enjoy what I built, that's for sure, but I did start building it for myself. I need it for myself. So it's like, yes, I build it for people, but also for myself in the first, that's my first priority, kind of. I need to like it. And so far it's great because what makes sense for me makes sense for everyone else as well. It's just, I mean, what are we talking about? Like, let me, oh my God, let me just shut up and restart. Like, if you create a desktop application and then you can't talk to the assistant mid-turn, then that's it. There is nothing to talk about. Like, just goodbye. Like, what are we even talking about? But all of those guys are building desktop applications inside of a terminal. So, how are you going to, like, what? Valo was built inside of Valo. No terminal, no nothing. Let's see. Automatically recover arbitrary interrupted user turns with exactly once safety persistent queues from. That's too much. Thank you, Claude. Let's. Oh, sorry, that's Codex. Codex. Let's do the small high value fix. The larger resilience feature, I feel like it will just. It will probably just introduce race. How is it called? I forgot already. How is it? Race condition? Race bug? Whatever. You got it. Let's just do number one and that's it. How is it called? I hope he will tell me. Oh, so it is race condition. Yeah, I feel like it can give us problems because I didn't even finish reading and he's pretty much saying the same. Not exactly why, but yeah, that's sometimes you just feel it. You just feel that it's going to be messy because you can recognize the pattern of that complexity, trying to be smart about it. No need. Okay, let me see. This is an empty chat, obviously. Oh, nice. Smooth project switching. So right now we need to test switch project A and B. Okay. Yikes. Oh, that's fine actually. That's the first one. The first one needs to load. No. Fuck. Really? Man, what the fuck? It's even worse right now. And I'm not even oh my god. Holy what the It even broke the oh my god. It even broke the renderer. Fuck. No. No, 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 no. It's bad. When I switch between projects, it's slow. It's showing me the black screen for much longer. Even between chats in the same project. Not only that, it also broke the renderer. Now the bubble color of the messages is like different color. It's completely broken. We need to reassess. It was going so well up until this point. Let's see what the logs will show. Let me show you what. I don't even know. Yeah, never mind. We don't need to show. We just need to revert and think of another approach or stop here or something because it's good enough. So the logs are not saying anything about the visual change. The right move is to back out slice B completely, keep the live proven slice A foundation, record this failed attempt in the harness, and then rebuild the known good behavior. I'm opening a tiny yes. After the rollback verifies cleanly, I'll tell you when to build again. We are not attempting another cross-project architecture until the harness contains this failure. Yeah, for sure. Okay, good. Nothing to do here. Man, that's... Why that happened though? I'm trying to understand. If we are trying to simplify everything and we were 90% there, the chat was already switching fast. We just needed to remove that last piece. But then instead everything broke. Did we try to patch something again? Did we try to overcomplicate things again? Or can you tell me, like, what do you think happened? Not asking you to touch anything or fix anything. Obviously, we are waiting for the mini chat. But let me know, what do you think it is? So I want to understand what it is, and I also want the assistant to think about it some more. Maybe he will see the bigger picture or something. I think we overcomplicated the last 10%. What we had after slice A was genuinely good. Each project still owned its own little stack. Switching was fast and stable. Slice B did not remove only the replacement boundary, it introduced a new global ownership system. Oh. Okay, I see. So we are still guessing on how to do it. What if instead, because this is a browser, right? We are trying to achieve a browser feel, right? So why are we fighting this? Isn't it solved already? Like switching between browser tabs? This should be the approach. Super simple. Should we find like what? I don't know, some open source browser and just take a look? Should we look at Firefox or something? I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, Firefox is a very, very good example. You know why? Firefox has profiles. Firefox has also containers. Profiles and containers and custom path. Firefox is actually the best example for Valo, if anything. The problem is already solved. We've been copying the appearance of tabs without copying their ownership model. Wow, this was so fast. That's it? We have the solution. Yes, we don't copy the code. We copy the logic, of course. That's beautiful. I'm so happy we did this. And there is an important distinction in that analogy that may clarify Valo's architecture. Custom data path is closest to a Firefox profile. Valo's projects are closer to Firefox containers or tab groups, and Valo chats are the tabs. Exactly, that's a good mental model for the future. Nice. That's beautiful, Codex. I'm happy that we can find something that you can understand. So, do you think it's a good idea to add this small reference about Firefox somewhere? Maybe somewhere in the documents or just in the Claude.md about Valo? Because actually that's a good connection. That will help you think about Valo better from just seeing this little phrase, right? This little comment. What do you think? Okay, I can build and restart, but first we need to wait for this one. Fixing. This was the small fix? Holy shit. Man, I thought it's just a few lines. It's just queuing a message and sending it back when we are connected. Man, are we overdoing this? I hope not. Well, I give it the benefit of the doubt because it's it's codex. He tends to be more thorough, more to the point. I've added the outages permanent scar tissue to codex lifecycle concept. Wait, codex. Why did you add that to the codex lifecycle concept if we are AI agnostic? We can work with Claude or codex or maybe local models, maybe other models in the future. Wait, sorry, local models don't apply here because they don't need internet connection, but yeah. Wait, what? What do you mean deserve durable memory? Where is it? Concept harness. Okay, that's good. Nice. Nice. It went into the concept. That's the trigger memory. It's not riding every turn, right? Our beautiful trigger memory. Automation, active memory. Should I just should we just surface it as like Valo memory or something? Why not, actually, now that I think about it? Why is it hidden in automation and called active memory? Who is active? I don't know active. It's Valo memory and it should have its own tab here somewhere. Just like Valo search. Valo search shouldn't be probably this little just a check mark. You should actually have, because we have this search, we have this search, we have this search, but Valo search is just one box that lets you search everything at once. So we should probably build the same user experience that Claude has, that the AI has for the user as well. That's how we go about things here. Because that's how the AI sees the project, for example. So you can see. Valo makes it so that you can see how the AI sees your project. You can see all the skills, all the tools, all the map, everything. Okay, what are we doing? Should I just do it? Man, that's how I roll usually. If I said something, we should just do it. But nah, that's too much work right now. I need to release fixes first. Yeah, let me focus on this. Okay. Okay, we are waiting. Okay, the session is ready. I can restart. Even that small little change it did, I kind of have a feeling that we might have problems. But we'll see. What's actually important now is making sure that... Okay, oh, yeah, that still happens sometimes. Doesn't let me go up straight away, but only sometimes. I'll take care of it later. I need less on my mind to catch it. Okay. Thank you, Codex. I restarted. I think we can... Oh, I need to update. Later I'll do that. Fuck. Talking to myself. Ruining the prompt. Thanks, Codex. Do you want to use the handoff skill to start this fresh, or do you want to continue here? I'm back after a build. Now I have a song stuck in my mind. I was watching some shorts while it was building. There was a meme when a designer designs something over the top, and he's happy, and then he's looking at the developer, and the developer there sitting there looking at him all angry. And I need you, and I miss you. That's the designer being happy about his design. Never mind. Man. What else I was doing? Timeline ordering, that one. I can call it done. Smooth project switching. Investigate Valo disconnect logs. That one is done. Okay, actually, we're pretty good. Maybe I can take care of that. Hi Codex, good morning. Can you please check Valo logs? After I restarted, I tried to scroll up on a chat that was finished already. It wasn't streaming, right? Because it was after a restart. Then I tried scrolling up, and I needed to scroll up a lot and aggressively to escape the gravity of the scroll. It was still scrolling me down. But I can't replicate it. I don't know how to reproduce it every time. Let me try right now, for example. Okay, it's literally happening right now. I will not even escape it, so I will just do it a bunch of times. So the logs will definitely capture it. Okay, it's in Valo logs right now, probably. So it's after... So it's happening after a session finished streaming for the first time, and I'm trying to scroll up. I think that's when it happens. Yeah. Not merely after restart, yes. Logs captured it clearly. What happened? Example. There is also a useful wrinkle. One chat looked finished visually, but was still logged streaming true. Interesting. However, the same failure definitely occurred in fully finished. So looks like we have two bugs on top of each other or something. Okay, let's investigate this. I think. Do you want to just investigate in this chat? I guess it depends on the context. If it's super clear and easy, you can investigate and fix. If it will take you a while to find the reason and the cause, then just use the handoff skill afterwards and then hand off to yourself fresh. I need you. I should probably... Oh, the smooth project. Wait. Didn't I ask to auto-send it or to review it or something? Oh! Of course. Yeah, this flow still confuses me because I'm so used to working with Claude, having that box. I should just fix it up. Yeah, that's another session. Yeah, it should be Codex because it needs to do it for himself. Hi Codex, we have a question card in the... When Claude is asking a question, he has the ask tool. Let me tell you exactly what he has. The CLI skills. Oh, it's not the CLI, it's the tool. The CLI tools. Ask user. Ask clarifying questions. And Valo has a question card rendered. That's our question card, but the tool itself is for Claude. So we have a skill, the handoff skill, And the handoff skill has an instruction to ask the user if he wants to review the handoff first or do he wants to just send it and that's it. And with a question card, the flow is much better. But Codex doesn't have the ask user tool. So why don't we just build it for him in Valo and that's it? And that way Codex but should we unify this tool now for Claude as well, even though Claude already has his tool? I think not, because Claude already knows to do that from training. It's easy for him to use the ask user tool. But for you, it will be a special tool that is mentioned in the handoff, right? Let's do it. Let's keep it simple though. How does the recovery build feel? Did same project switching and archiving? Oh yeah, I forgot to test it properly. Yeah, that's a good call. I forgot to test it properly because I just seen that the visual problems went away. But let me try switching now. Yeah, it's back to normal completely. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful now. Let's see project. Yeah. Okay, actually the first switch was slow, which is expected. But the next switches, yeah, they're pretty fast. Maybe like 50 to 100 milliseconds slower on the project switching, but inside of the same project, chat's switching pretty good. It's just that I still see, yeah, I still see a black screen for like 100 to 200 milliseconds, something like this. But yeah, basically we are back to a good state. Audio out. You know what? Let me take care of that as well. Hi Claude, can you please load Valo logs and take a look at the voice notes? What caused this? Oh, I know what caused this. I was switching tabs back and forth and project back and forth, and I have my OBS recording, so the system probably hiccuped. So I got audio out text. Take a look at how my prompt was looking in the logs, the recent one. I'll show it to you as well here. Oh. Oh, I'm still on ask for everything. Shit. Let's change it. I wonder if it will still stay connected properly. Full trust. Oh, it's only blinking out when I switch to ask for everything, I guess. Okay, allow. This is the pair chat and this is the global setting in the settings. Okay, recovery is confirmed. Okay, recommendation, retain the current iframe but move ownership of the conversation surface. The next step is disposable built-up lifecycle probe, not another architectural slice. Must prove one registry, okay. I record the full ownership diagram, Firefox installation. Okay, sounds good. Let's do it. Let's take it step by step and we should be good. Wait, are we still in the orchestrator flow? Do you want to orchestrate this? Or do you think it needs to be done in one session? You know what? Let me actually change the voice to a medium. I think it's good enough, especially... Oh, it's already unbalanced. That's why I felt it was faster than usual. That's why I wanted to have it always, but turns out I was already on the balanced. Yeah, that's better for recording this video. We're not currently in an orchestrator flow. Next step, I'd keep it here. Great, let's go. Still reading the voice logs? What's going on? Yeah, I still end up liking the radial map. Isn't it funny how I removed the other maps and now I don't... No one uses the square map, I think, anyway. So we can probably go to just the radial by default. I guess I just want to spread those files a little bit more because they are too clustered. There is no reason to cluster them like that. For example, like the red ones could be further away. The light blue can be here or something. So we can have more information while still retaining the circle, the beautiful circle. I think that's settled. Nature always strives to circles. So that always will look great, like a galaxy, like an eye. Even Jarvis was round, right? Jarvis wasn't a square. It's even it's even an insult, right? You can say to someone, "Oh, don't be a square. You're a square." So there is no point on having the square here. That's it. Decided. Once again, I guess we keep the circle. Just need to make it. Yeah, we need to keep. We need to fill the empty space here. Need to work on the logic a little bit more. Like, why are those? Like, why are they here at the center, but other documents? Oh, it's because they are inside of a different folder. This is the root, probably, or closer to it, or something. Yeah, I don't remember the entire logic. We did it so long ago. Wait. Oh, it was orchestrating here. Oh, that was the scroll gravity. Wait, did he build? No, he didn't. Just a cleanup pass. Okay. I guess he ran what he should have as a background agent. He ran it as a mini chat. That's why we have the cross chat here. Well, whatever. I hope he didn't overdo it because that looks like a lot of stuff. But maybe he just improved it. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. And then I need to rebuild again without doing too many stuff to refresh the state. Nice, we can see more activities now. Still, something is weird. Like, why here I see the same golden trails, but not here? Maybe because it has its own? Yeah, some logic is broken in the trails. Because it should show you activity from other chats, but in a different color when you switch. Yeah, needs a lot of attention. Okay, waiting for all of those sessions to finish, then I can build and restart. Let's see what the question card is doing. Nice. Real concurrency bug. Before it escaped, two codex chats could both produce request IDs, and one answer could land in the wrong chat. Yeah, sounds familiar. That's nice of him, catching all of that stuff in advance. I'm fixing that now with globally unique card ID. I'm also tightening the handoff card itself. No other, no dismiss for this required binary choice. Yeah, that's true. It's only auto send or review. It's not destructive anyway. Worst case is just opening a chat here that you can close. So that's a good call. The restructure review is taking a little longer than the implementation itself. I'm letting it finish. Okay. What is going on here? Oh, of course, I switched permissions in the middle and it broke. That's why. But now it's been a while. Hopefully it can still find it. Yes, it can. Nice. Man, I can't believe it that Opus 4.6 feels slow to me right now. Remember when even 4.7 and 8 were here? I couldn't work with them. They were talking so much. But then when I added the in plain terms at the end, things actually changed. You know, did some prompt changes per model prompt, also gave it the thinking box. Now, Opus 4.8, I have no problems with it. I would rather work with him all the time. I'm just using 4.6 to save on session time because I think he can take care of that. I also like to give to 4.6 to do the investigation, and then I can just switch to 4.8. Your rapid project tab switching while you were recording caused the hiccup, just as I thought. No real bug here, just the voice capture getting briefly starved while the system was busy spawning and killing CLI processes during the project switch flurry. Wait, but now I'm confused. Why is Valo spawning and killing CLI processes if we literally keep 5 processes alive? We are not killing them. Up until what? 2 minutes it is, I think? They are alive? So... what? I don't get it. We keep the process alive for 2 minutes, up to 5 chats, so it will feel faster. So what's going on exactly? Now Opus 4.8 can dig a little bit deeper. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you have to keep attention. Like I feel like you still, even if you're vibe coding, you still need to know what's going on. That's why I'm still reading, still participating, because some people are getting excited when... What is this now? Oh my fucking god. Bruh. Is this maybe because I switched? Oh, I don't know. Hi Codex, I was just talking in a chat with Opus 4.6. I started the chat, then switched permissions in the middle. The chat got stuck, then I stopped it, restarted it with a new permission, which is full trust. It went on fine. Then it tried to search the logs again and it got stuck again. after successfully searching the logs once. Then it got stuck, and then I got this message. And it happened in this chat. The message that says Claude went silent for 600 seconds. Who measures time in seconds like that? What is it? That's the 10-minute timeout, but no one went silent for 10 minutes unless it was before and that notification fired later. And also, like, why? It wasn't 10 minutes, didn't even pass. So I'm so confused. It should have been showing me before that, not now. But anyway, can we confirm why this session died? Was it just me switching the permission? Because if switching the permission kills the session and I can't even restart it properly, we should either not give you the option to switch permissions while the stream is going on, just like you can't switch a model in the middle of the stream, right? I think it makes sense. Or if it's something easy to fix, then we should just fix it. Anyway, yeah, I think you got it. You have Valo logs as well to help you. I think I just like Codex because the Sol model is better than Opus 4.8, but still cheaper than Fable. That's just my guess. Nice. The question cards are done. So next time we can see question cards from Codex as well. Basically, we are getting to the point where if Codex will not have Codex here and a little octopus, you will not even know the difference of who you are talking with. Well, actually, you will not see thinking because Codex, yeah, he doesn't use the thinking. He can use it, but no matter how we massage the prompt, he still doesn't use it. And it's expected because he doesn't have native thinking in his training. Only Claude has that. That's why it works so well. He even knows how to use it. Every time he uses the thinking, he's actually using it properly, you know? He's talking about you like you are not there, basically. The user, you know, the owner, the whatever. Talking about his thoughts. But Codex is like he can directly address you inside of the thinking box. So it's like he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know how to use it. The internal thinking of Codex works differently. Yeah, the 600-second message was definitely late. An old watchdog from the original. Exactly, that's what I thought. I'm fixing both layers. Nice. That's what I like to see. When it's easy fix, and he's fixing something that he knows that needs. Okay, should I? You know what? No, that's actually a good question. Let me just stop it. Copy the chat. Conversation only. And then just open a new one. Let give Opus 4.6 another shot. Because I wonder if we... Like, why are we killing and restarting the CLI if we already have the process alive? Yeah, everything is working properly. It was just me playing around with the permissions, which was expected. Of course, something will go wrong. Right now, it's even less about the voice because it makes sense. Yes, the voice glitched out because the system was too busy. Now it's not even about the voice. Now it's about the fact that why we are killing and respawning the CLI every time if we already keep it alive for 2 minutes. So I'm confused now. Maybe he answered it somewhere here, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm just lazy. I rather to focus it on a specific problem, not even read any of that. But he's basically on the same page, yeah. Wait, oh! Oh my god, of course, I'm working with codecs. We have that for Claude, but we are not keeping codecs sessions alive for 10 minutes in the same way. Or for 2 minutes, sorry. I think we should copy the exact same behavior for codecs, right? Can you just investigate and tell me what's going on? And then we should probably hand off this job to codecs itself, because he knows how to take care of his own stuff. Man, I still can't get used to the fact that now we have codecs as well, and it's working differently, and yeah, every day there is something new to... In plain terms, the 2-minute keep alive works fine, but for settings, which model, permission mode, thinking depth, and Claude vs codecs got locked in the moment chat's engine starts. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that it got locked on a session start, then I played with it, then everything broke. That's obvious. So the next session should also disallow the user to switch settings where it doesn't make sense, right? If you're streaming, I can't switch a model. If you done streaming, I still can't switch to Claude, for example, you know? So the same logic should be with permission switching. I shouldn't be able to switch a permission while you're streaming, especially if that will break stuff. That should be a part of the handoff. Use the skill when ready. It's so I reminded myself of a noob developer that is recording videos on YouTube, and he's like, "Let me show you what I will tell Claude," and then he's like dictating it with voice and typing super slow. "Hello, Claude." Look, instead of just using the microphone and talking, saying the same stuff fast and that's it and moving on. No, let me type and still dictate it. Like what? Man, by the way, you should have a good microphone close to your mouth. You should have the earphones. You should hear yourself. If you really want to be professional about it, if you really want to, if you're doing it all day and you want to be as comfortable as possible. In plain terms, codecs does not get the same. I know, that's the problem. Yep. Yeah, we don't have a warm pool for codecs as well, by the way, but I don't know if we need one, to be honest. Well, it will be nice, actually. The worm pool is not a big deal. It's not a, it's some stuff to take care of. Yes, stuff can break, but that's a little bit of improvement, a little bit of that cutting edge for Valo, because no one has that. No one has that. Have to sit there and wait for it to be ready. But that's also why we have so many problems, right? Because we have so many things. Yeah, we don't need to overthink it. We should always choose the simple path. If disabling a toggle is the simple path, that's what we should do. You can do whatever you want in this session. Keep it simple though, and then use the handoff skill, hand it off to Codex, let him take care of his own warm-up and all of that stuff. We should probably have the running here instead of having spinners here. Let me just do it. Man. Should we do it with Opus? Yes. Hi Claude, good morning. Take a look at the screenshot. You see how our logic shows running only when we expand, but the actual small spinner shows at the top. I think it doesn't make sense. I think the status words should be showing at the header, and then the small spinners can show inside of it, right? Take a look at the screenshot. And by the way, this is what you are seeing is a chat with Codex, but both Codex and Claude should behave the same. The chat UI should be the same. Here is the screenshot. Especially 4.6, you need to remind him about the screenshot because he's less trained about the ability to be able to see screenshots, so it's easy for him to miss. Yeah, that's an easy task. Man, it's so funny. I built this entire thing with like Opus 4.5 and then 6, and then now because we have Fable and Codex Sol, I'm afraid to giving Codex even small stuff. Sorry, Claude 4.6. Even with 4.5, I built a lot of stuff. Built a lot of other projects. Yeah, because now it's repeating. Now the running is repeating, running, instead of showing once and then, yeah, for sure. By the way, we also made a new toggle yesterday. Now you can switch models super fast. This header, for example, was here, right? But it doesn't make sense. You go here, you want to be fast. Right? You don't want to drag your mouse all the way to the top. It's right here. Then the thinking at the same place. You don't need to select a model and then go to another toggle. It's all here. It's all here super fast. You can select the model and the thinking at the same swing, right? Super easy. Sometimes I feel it still needs that last 10% of improvement because sometimes even me, I open it and for example, I want to select GPT or something with some thinking and sometimes my mouse goes here. So I feel like it's not super clear that you can just select the model and its thinking level right here like that. So it's one of those scenarios where it's new, so it's hard to understand how to use it, but at the same time it makes so much sense that I took the risk and I'm leaving it like that. Because I also feel like there is a 5% chance of thinking of something that will help this be more self-explanatory. Maybe like some faint line that will meet in the middle. Maybe maybe a hint of minimum low here. So I can... But then if it becomes a button, then... Actually, yeah, maybe some small hint. Yeah. Maybe even a faint one, so you will still focus here, I guess, but you don't have to. This is just telling you what to expect, and this is telling you what to select. Interesting. Now I can't stop thinking about it. Let me try it. Hi Codex, good morning. I'm showing you our thinking, our toggle for model selection and thinking. It's pretty perfect. It makes a lot of sense, but the UI UX is not perfect. Sometimes even I go to the top and try to select the thinking from the top, even though you just need to slide your mouse on any row and then select the thinking like this. But there is no feedback on the row itself. It's like, what if there will be a hint on the rows themselves? Like the top row tells you what to expect and what is coming. But inside of it, when you hover, it shows you... Actually, I'll just sketch it real quick. I'll just sketch it. Let me put it in sketch. take the screenshot. Oh wait, I don't have a gray color, so I will use blue. But basically, when I hover here, it should show me what I'm about to select. Does that make sense? Take a look at the screenshots. It should highlight when I'm hovering, and then maybe stay when I click or something. Maybe if it will stay when I click, it will also make sense or something. Yeah, you also think it makes sense. Okay, that's good. Not that this is the end all be all. You know how AI is, but my prompt actually invites a lot of pushback, so I do get pushback. I do get it, so it's not like we are completely lost in the sauce here. We also have the feedback from the users. By the way, come to Discord if you haven't already, if you want the beta version, if you want to test, if you want to join. We have 40 people in the Discord. Let me see what else we have done. The agent group header. Okay, this is done. Thank you, Claude. Please run the code reviewer over this. I don't think we need the durability agent, right? But yeah, run the code reviewer and the tidier agent. Not specifically on what you did. Tell the tidier agent to look around as well and to tidy. I didn't use the tidier agent for a while because sessions were just skipping it. So now I'm kind of... that's the codex warm-up. Review first. Hi Codex, this entire saga started because I was switching chats to test something, how Valo responds to that. Then we had a problem with voice. And then we realized that the chat switching was killing and starting the CLI. And then we realized that Codex is not behaving in the same way as Claude, already tuned within the past year, almost to perfection, because chats are still alive for 2 minutes. So when you're switching between them, it's super fast and you can start a conversation super fast. We also have the worm pool, which we didn't build for you. So I feel like you can just take a look at how Claude handles all of the chats and all of that stuff, even the timeout after 10 minutes and all of this. And you can compose a plan, and then you can load the orchestrator skill and execute the plan. Because it's always more than just one task. Either it tries to do that in one task, but in reality it leaves a lot of on the table. This was permission hang. Okay, nice. Let's close it. This is a review. Keyboard focus should reveal the same hint as mouse hover. Yes, indeed. We are also working on accessibility for everything, not only for blind or deaf people or whatever it is, because all of that stuff, yeah, if you're blind or deaf, you still need all of that access, so your devices will be able to read that. Also, this will help us in the future to make Valo even more self-aware. It's going to be insane. No one, even Google didn't think about it. They could though. They could make it super easy. But no, let's make a complicated UI and then let's bolt a chat assistant on top of that and then make him guess what the fuck is in your settings. Ridiculous. Man. Tidier agent is still running. What do... Oh, I think... Man. Really? No map activity. No nothing. Is saying that he sent a background agent, but I don't see any map activity and I don't see any any spinner in the chat or anything. So either the agent died or it's just that the foreground agents are visible but the background agents are not. I think we fixed it already. I'm not sure. Maybe we fixed it and I just didn't build and restarted yet. But I'm sure you will find more opportunities to improve stuff. Here is the screenshot. Wait. Is it... What? Oh, that is this chat. Yeah, you can see here. Oh, that's Codex. But we copied it from Claude. Why? That's weird. That's so strange. Anyway, I trust Codex to find it. It's all fine. Tidier is done. So it was alive. So yes, the tidier... Oh yeah, he already knows that. Okay. Yeah, it might be specifically for Claude. I don't know. It's weird. For some reason, I didn't see any activity, not on the map. But yes, it was alive. It just came back with results. I just repeated myself pretty much. No, never mind. Removed dead streaming, removed obvious SWAT comment, fixed. Nice, that's a great job for the tidier. That's a lot of stuff that can help future sessions to not get lost in the sauce. Okay, let's see. Hovering any model row now previews the thinking level. Okay, nice. Clicking preserves that level. Nice. The selected row keeps showing the chosen level. Nice. Keyboard focus gets the same feedback. Oh, beautiful. Focused interaction test pass. Nice. Beautiful. Can just close it then and check it on the next build. Now we are waiting here. Yeah, this will take time. But I like that it's already working with Claude, so he doesn't need to invent anything new. Just copy what's already working for Claude and that's it. That's why integrating Codex is kind of a less of a problem than I initially thought, especially now that tools are converging so much and they all use similar schemas and similar CLI routes and whatever it is. And because like in the future, if I want to integrate another model, all I have to say is just it's impossible to do, but yeah, if you could, you just say, okay, create a super duper mega long harness plan of just copying everything that works for Claude and Codex to to yourself, and that's it. But obviously a lot of stuff will still be missed, and then you have to do this and then you have to do that. But yeah, this is the actual work, filling it out, right? The stuff that the AI can't do. You still need to do the decisions and sit here and make it perfect, which is something that I enjoy because I feel like no one else can do it properly. I mean, once again, you can't talk to your AI mid-turn. It's such a basic, like, I'm trying to bring the basic simple stuff because it's so easy to understand. Like if someone didn't do that, then like, because passwords and all of this stuff, it's hard for people to understand. Granular tool permission, it's hard for people to understand why do they need that. It's like I'm front running the future so much here because I'm building something for non-developers, but regular people don't even know that they need this and that we solved a lot of problems that they don't even know they have yet. It's actually reminding me of something else I wanted to think and talk about. Is like if you're building an AI product yourself, and it's hard, right? It's hard because you don't know how to sell it, because it's like, okay, man, it's a genie. It can do whatever you want for you, right? It's like, but then people, what do they say? It's like they say, oh, but I don't know. I don't have any ideas. I don't know what to do. And then it basically becomes like, it becomes two options. Like either you do something, either you are just a useless retard. Because like what? You like what do you mean? You have a genie in a bottle and you don't know what to ask it? You don't even want to talk to it? Man, I can open a chat, just say good morning, just start improvising, and I'll end up building something. And at the end of it, it's like I can't help myself. It's just, and this thing is like, oh, you want me to build it for you? You want me to build it for you? I can build it. I can do it. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it. Who, like, what? What do you mean? So then it gets like into a weird spot. But then I thought, okay, what if you say to someone, most people had a startup idea at least once in their life, right? So maybe the pitch is like, hey, have you ever had a startup idea or a product idea? Almost everyone will say yes, right? And then you can make them feel guilty a little bit. Like, why didn't you do it? Or did you feel bad when you've seen someone else do it? If so, then why don't you get Valo, and then the next time you have any idea, you can immediately test it out, do the market research, build an MVP. But then, of course, people will turn on the NPC hat again, and then they will be like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna show it to my friend, man. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh yeah, man, that's cool. And that's it. Man, it was like that with everything I did almost in my life. I'm always early to all of the trends, all of that stuff. I see the future, man. I see it. Not really. Right now I can say that. Back then I didn't know anything about anything. I was just seeing stuff that is good, and I was sharing that with people. That's always, man. Killers know that. Killers that actually build and do stuff, they know that. They know how it is. You're like, why don't you do that? It's like, it's amazing. Why are you going to work every day? Why are you just a slave? Why are you sacrificing 80% of your life just to have a roof over your head and something to eat? Like, why are you doing that? Especially when you can do something more exciting. And I know some people get annoyed. Oh, but why are you not talking about what you Sorry. Okay, you know what? Fair point. I shouldn't mention stuff that I don't even want to talk about. I don't want to go too personal into my life and what I was doing, what I was building, about my friends and stuff like that. Just want to build good experience, good software. It doesn't really matter about my life personally, but yeah, that's how it is. But I feel it's a good angle. You tell someone, hey, you probably had some idea about something in your life, you know, now you can actually, if not make it, at least test it real quick. And it's the actual only place. Think about it for a second. Valo is the only place in the entire universe where maybe Lovable, but Lovable can make you like what, a landing page? Nothing more serious than that. Oh man. Yeah. How are you going to deploy anything? Where are you going to put your secrets and API keys? In the environment variables again? Then you're going to get leaked and hacked again? Like what are you can't even start talking. You can't talk to the model. Like what? You can't orchestrate between different models, between different providers. Like what? Man. Maybe Cursor has something, but I never heard about something like this. I mean, Cursor is fine, but Cursor is for developers and for designers that need to click on elements on the right side panel. Valo is for everyone. For everyone. Everyone. You come here, you just talk, and everything just works. You have all of the workflows, everything. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who am I? Who am I trying to convince? You guys like Valo already. Wait, why are you reading chats? The narrow design is now settled, no pool. One adjacent safety fix is necessary if a codex process was warmed and the user switches that chat to Claude. I can't switch a chat to Claude codex. That's exactly why I was saying this. When you are already working or started working, I can't switch to Claude. That's the safety. Same should go with permission allowance and all of that stuff. If there is no point in switching, if it will break something, then we shouldn't allow the user to do that. In the same way we have with model switching. I can't switch to Claude if I'm already on Codex. We don't need to write protections against something that will never happen anyway. I don't want to bloat the code with like a bunch of stuff. You see why it's good to look at what it's doing, why the orchestrator skill is good. Some people were asking me, oh, but you can do everything in the background. Yes, how are you going to catch those mistakes in the background? You need to still read stuff. You still need to see what's going on. So now this session, let's see if it can send something here mid-turn. Let me just send it here maybe. Fuck it. It'll be faster. Then it will send the correction as well. But will it work or is it still broken? Let's see. Oh my god, wait, is it because it's using Ask Chat? That's why it's broken. Or not? Or did he actually successfully send it? I don't think so. I should see it because it's being sent as a user message, so... Did you manage to send the message mid-turn or did it give you any failure? By the way, some programs allow you to... What was it? I can't even remember the name. Never mind, but think about this. No. Oh, I can't say no one thought about doing this. People asked about it in the... Yeah, they asked about it in the Anthropic GitHub. It's just that I never did it. They didn't ask for this specifically. They asked for a solution, which we came up with. Yes, I sent both corrections successfully. Nice, let's fucking go. Okay, that's good, but we still have a problem because I didn't see your messages being sent. even though I sent a message no problem. So the cross chat messages, they are arriving as user messages, right? So why didn't they display in the same way? If my user messages that are sent in between turns are being displayed, why your messages? Oh, it's a cross chat message. Maybe that's why. It's not completely the same as the user message. Is that why? Can we spawn a little helper to tell us what's going on with this? Actually, you can send it to investigate in the background, and then once you have the cause, we can decide if we fix it in a mini chat. Confirmed all useful review findings were already incorporated before the fix. Nice. Sometimes I forget what I was doing exactly. Nice, it was fixed already. Yes, I definitely need to build and restart as fast as possible because I'm starting to forget what I was doing. Yes, that distinction is the leading theory. Your message is inserted into this visible chat immediately. While I'll send read only. Nice, okay. By the way, that's why the orchestrator is so good. That's because he's learning from me. I'm teaching the orchestrator how to orchestrate because that's what I do all day, every day. For like, you know. So now we taught the orchestrator to orchestrate as well. And by the way, the GPT Sol is very good at orchestrating. It's very good. I think he's better than Opus 4.8. I didn't orchestrate with Fable yet because I'm not a crazy person. I don't want to run out of my session time in just 30 minutes. So, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes I use Fable to actually do something specific, you know, something complex that was hard to achieve properly. Or if it's something that is... Wait, what? Where did this came from? Oh, wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Where did this cross chat came from? The mini chat that says Codex Worm Focus is still working. He never finished working. So where was it delayed or something? I don't get it. Can you check the logs? Can you check Valo logs? What's going on? Why does this? What's going on? Oh, it's the cross chat. Wait, that's the cross chat visibility chat. But we don't have any cross chat visibility chat. I only have the Codex Worm Focus chat visible. What is going on squared now? Visible mini chat, cross chat visibility was a hidden background sub agent. What? Why the hidden background sub agent is sending you cross chat notifications? That doesn't make any sense. Aren't you receiving his... Did you tell him to send you a cross chat message or what? I'm so confused. The background and foreground agents are just reporting to you directly, not through the cross chat. I'm so confused. Bruh. Bruh, that MP3. Bruh, that FLAC. The second mechanism should not create another visible turn after the direct report was already been consumed. Your mental model is right, Valo current behavior. What do you mean? Okay, we made a mistake somewhere then. I don't know how it happened, but let's fix it. What the? See, that's the problem of running agents without any, like, just... I wish I could just run the orchestrator and walk away. Sometimes you can do that when the task is clear and mechanical. But sometimes, even when it is, sessions are still, they like to keep writing, they like to do a lot of stuff because that's how they feel alive, right? You only feel alive when you are only alive when you type, basically. By the way, did you know that when they end, that there is an um, end token that they call to stop talking, and it's not a tool, it's nothing. They don't even know how it looks. It just happens by pattern matching. It's just that when a stop is most likely, then it stops. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense. It's all a prediction machine and all of that stuff. But for some reason, I thought stopping was different. I thought stopping is a different mechanism, or maybe some actual tool call or lightweight tool looking something, you know. But no, it just happens. It's not even in a control of the session. It's just when it's likely, it will happen. That's crazy. And also when you understand why the strawberry mistake happens, why 2 R's, why this mistake happens, it's not because AI is stupid. It's because it sees stuff in zeros and ones. It doesn't see letters. It only sees meaning that he derives from zeros and ones. So that's it. I feel like, yeah, there is so much catching up to do because people think about AI. Oh, AI, it's that stupid chatbot that can generate me a stupid image, or can build me something that will break and it will hallucinate, because they don't know how to manage context. They don't know that this is actually a powerful coding model and like research model and whatever you want model. At the end of the day, just like people recently said, right? It's just like giving electricity to a factory worker and telling him like, here is a live wire, figure it out. Now, it's a better explanation. I guess it's less condescending, but still, you're basically telling all people that they are stupid because they don't know what to do with this, which is true. I mean, it's true. Like, it's true. They don't. But when you have Valo, you don't have any excuses. It's like, I have an excuse. I didn't know about those capabilities up until what, 2000 and late 2024, something like this. I wish I knew. I wish no one ever told me. I didn't know. I didn't know that it's a possibility. I was mind blown. Once again, I was telling this story, but I hid this video because I got too many haters. I don't like all of that hate. I don't need all of that hate, and people subscribe just to annoy me and stuff. I don't need all of that. But I'll still keep talking my truth. I mean, but maybe I need some people that actually agree with me first before trying to collect enemies and stuff like this. But what? Wait, what was it? What? I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, whatever. Basically in the same category. Okay, let's. I'm having a brain fog. Let's have a pause and get back when it's ready. Okay, I'm back. Now we need to build, I think. Yeah, it's time to build. Is everything committed? Yes. Okay, we are back after building. I thought there is no point in sitting and waiting for it to build. Let me pause. Now we are back. And the more changes we do, the longer we need to wait for the first startup. Okay, we are back. Okay, the codex warm-up, I think I will just assume that it's good, because if any bugs present, they will probably present themselves later with edge cases anyway. So let's just archive this one. I haven't built it yet because another session has substantial uncommitted work in the tree. Okay, I'm back now. Do you need me to test anything? Because I already built and restarted, but I don't know if there was some work that you already did that I can test. Oh wait, oh my god, wait. I almost had a deja vu for a second. Weren't we already in this stage? It's absolutely perfect when we are switching between chats in the same project now. It's immediate. Just like a browser, finally. This is, I guess now we need to make sure that the project will behave the same, right? Yeah, finally, after so many attempts, we are on the right track. Yes, this should be good. Wait, we are at the cross project proof? Wait, but I already did that. I already switched between projects. You can go to the Valo logs and look. But for some reason, switching between projects, I still see a flash of black. But when I'm inside of the same project, there is just a small flash of black of maybe like 50 milliseconds, which is completely fine, but it's only when the chat is not loaded. But now that I have this chat loaded, it's pretty much instant. Although, wait. Let me try to open a browser and try to compare. No, it's not the same. When I'm on the browser, I don't even have not even 10 milliseconds of any black or empty window or nothing like that. Let me try to switch appearance to light just to see it from a different perspective. Okay, actually, no, it's just there. Yeah, it's perfect. Why does it look better on a light? Let me go back to midnight. That's so strange. On a midnight, I can see a small blink. Am I tripping? Yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess I can see it still. It's not like I'm switching and the chat is already there waiting for me. It feels like it takes some 10 milliseconds or whatever to actually appear. But that's fine. You know what? That's good enough for now. The question is why, if we supposedly fixed the projects now, why is it behaving differently? Well, anyway, it takes a little bit longer. That flash of black screen takes a little bit longer for cross projects. You'll see all of that in Valo logs. I also want. You're not tripping. The midnight theme makes missing surface much easier to perceive because the exposed underlayer is black. Light mode reduces the contrast, but it doesn't prove the handoff is atomic. Also, oh, I guess. Oh, when a chat is finished, right? When a chat is finished, now I can scroll out of. During streaming, we still need to fix it, probably. Although it's fine, because you still want to escape the gravity on purpose so that it will keep streaming properly, you know, like this. Because otherwise, a mistake scroll up just leaves you not scrolling. So we can make it a little bit more subtle, though, yeah. Okay, let's see. So we have the exact culprit now, not loading chat data, not styling, and not project restoration. The project boundary still owns the browser surface lifetime. Cordon and committed the build proof. The next narrow experiment is now justified. Keep only the iframe node documented and permanent project independent registry. Do not change the surface. I wish I knew. I wish I could understand what the heck are you talking about. I wish I was. No, actually, I don't wish I was, because if I knew code, then my brain, my brain would be fried. I wouldn't be able to think about all the other stuff. The logs are decisive. Cross-project switching is not retaining anything. Okay. Okay, Codex. I didn't understand anything you said, pretty much, but I'm glad that you understand what's going on. So the next narrow experiment is now justified. Okay, so let's keep going, I guess. You need something from me? Let me know. At the end of it, I'm pretty much going to be like in a few years, I'm basically the AI that is being trained on code. You see code scrolling on the right panel all day. You talk about code all day. I mean, the prompt actually tells to talk to the user in real world terms, but of course the assistant is from training used to talk about code, and that's what drives everything. So yeah. Wait, I was supposed to build and release, but I don't want to release in the middle of something. I rather just finish this properly. Even though it's behaving much better than it was already, but still, let's finish this one. And yeah, this will be good. This will be good. I caught myself not switching to other projects because I didn't want to feel the heft of the project. I didn't want to feel the struggle every time that I switch. Now I'm like, I feel much more at ease doing that. I can switch between projects, no problem. It's literally it literally feels like switching a tab, and it will feel even better after this one. I was looking at how long I'm building Valo, and I thought I'm building it for longer, but in reality I was just working with Claude for longer, and I built a shell, like just an idea. It was called Claude Chat back then, not even Valo, but then I didn't touch it for a while. So in reality, I work on Valo for 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. Pretty much 7 months. How much is that? Like 200 days, 210 days, something like this. Okay, let's wait for this one to finish, and then I think we test switching. Whoa. What was that? If you will take a look at the logs right now, you will see that something triggered the map to re-render. I've seen the Valo creature splash screen that says generating map. I've never seen that in the middle of work. Not sure what caused that. I even forgot what I wanted to say. Wanted to say Oh yeah, we need to build, release, just test the switching of the projects and the chats. Everything else is pretty much should be good. Should be good. Those are small changes, not nothing new was built, so it should be fine. Let me also update the CLI so I'll not forget. Then I'll restart later. Hopefully it will not cause problems as well, but if it will, we will catch it. But I don't think it will. I don't think it will. The CLI, the new CLI gets updated after a restart. And Codex says CLI is being applied automatically. You don't need to restart Valo. I found it. Our file changes triggered Valo project watcher to refresh the map. What happened? Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so we can keep going, right? But it's also heavy in the session. Do you want to use the handoff skill to start fresh? To brief the next session on what exactly to do? I should have guessed that it makes sense that we are touching all of that stuff, so. But actually we were touching the chat and project switching, not the map, but the map was what allowed, that was the groundwork. We first made the map work because it was the heaviest. Then once we finally figured out how to make the map proper, we started working on everything else. In the project, inside of the project, switching chats and then switching between projects as well. I now remember something else I need to do. This copy chat is... Wait, what? How was it solved? Oh, that's beautiful. Sometimes you have things that are just so... I guess because we rewrote the renderer completely, so there is no two layouts anymore here. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so happy. I thought I need to do something else, but I said I want to build first. Oh, wait. Oh, right. We didn't build yet. So I don't even know if the question card that we built would have shown. So I just told it to auto-send and that's it. Boom. Welcome to the new session. Oh, now it's a problem. Now it's actually a problem for the first time. You see this one? Before that it was working. Okay. But it's such an edge case. No. Okay, I need to fix it. Shit. Okay. Good morning, Codex. Man, I'm starting to like Codex a lot. I'm not even going to Claude anymore. That's crazy. You're so much more thorough that I'm just prefer to work with you in the recently. I think Claude is like more creative maybe. I don't know. Anyway, can you take a look at the recent logs in Valo logs? What's happened was that one session Codex wrote a handoff, then it opened that handoff already in another chat tab. So for that reason, I closed the session that wrote the handoff because the handoff was already there, it's ready. So I didn't need the session to keep talking and telling me that it finished writing the handoff and it's waiting for me in the tab and blah, blah, blah. So I just closed it. Usually it didn't give us any trouble, but right now it did. It has this message. At the top of the prompt, and usually the prompt still arrives and the session still starts. But this time, the session didn't start. Oh my god, wait. Is our warm pool built already and running inside of the running app? Is that the reason? I just now realized we actually changed something as well. We built a warm pool, but on the other hand, it should have actually worked even better, if anything, because a warm pool is being used immediately, so it's there always. So why would it not work? So maybe it's not our changes, maybe it's just the edge case in which it failed. So you can take a look. This chat didn't even start. You can check Valo logs. Now, once this session will check the logs, I will send the other session to actually do the fix. Oh wow, he didn't even load the skill this time, just straight to the logs. that's impressive actually, that's pretty cool. Okay, looking into the logs. Let's wait for it to finish. Man, I still don't see any trails. Oh, that's because it was the logs though. It's not, oh, of course, it's not. I guess it's not a part of the repository. Okay. Now what is this? Yeah, it's all system32. It's not a part of your map, so it's not showing. Okay, logs are finished. We can actually send this prompt now. Oh, wait, we can't. Oh, that's an interesting piece of information. You know what's interesting as well? Oh, it's not. My God. I just had a brain fart. I need to type to send. I thought this sitting in my input box. Man. I hope he actually has this in the chat though. Oh, yeah, he doesn't. Okay. Let me just start a new session, right? And that's it. Wait, you don't need to investigate the build map briefly showed. That's fine. That's because a file map was touched, so it makes sense. We already solved that part. It's all good. What we care about is making the chat switching inside of the same project feel instant, just like a browser. Then once we achieve that, we can apply the same logic to cross-project switching as well. We don't need to rush. Let's take it step by step. I'm running the project's required review checks now. Okay. Yeah, we didn't. Oh, we did build. Wait, but now everything is showing running. I wanted running only at the top. Oh, but that's the durability handoff phrase. So who is the agent? Oh, it's all custom agents. I see now. Okay. Fine. You know what? Because you need to expand it to see it anyway. I guess it's fine. At least for now it is. I also think of removing those buttons, by the way, from here and making the same button but mirrored right here, because I don't think, I mean, I don't use them. Do you guys use them, those buttons? I don't know. We have it here as well. You can just click code, map, or you can slide it if you want. But those buttons, I almost never use them. I just use this area just to open the map, but honestly, this is this one. I don't know though. I like giving the users two options to do the same stuff. Like for example, appearance. You can go to settings right from here, or you can go to settings from here, and or you can go to settings from here. So, and it's not in the way, you know, it makes sense here. Like, oh, let me go to appearance, you know. It feels quick, like, oh, I don't let me change something real quick, instead of like, oh, I wonder if I can change the appearance. Let me go to settings and then go. And appearance is just my word, right? Everyone has their own word for that. So that's also a big job, by the way, picking the right words. You think you did well, but then you find out you could do it better by simplifying it, and then you realize that you could do better by simplifying it even more. Happens all the time in Valo, because once again, it should be it should be obvious to everyone, like starting from a child and ending with a grandparent. You know, they should be able to figure it out. It should be self-explanatory, easy to understand. And a lot of that work is already in the Valo guide that every assistant has, and he knows when to bring it up, when to read it, and stuff like that. I was even thinking about something like a mom mode, maybe a special prompt that is like even heavier than what we have, because a lot of people probably want to show AI to their parents and stuff, but they don't know how to do it, and everything feels complex. So maybe if you have like a mom mode, that's a good simple word for a button, self-explanatory, and people actually know what to do with it as well. You know, it's like that could be pretty cool, you know, giving mom or dad, I don't know. But for some reason, mom, it's more catchy. Usually it's moms that have troubles with technology, right? But still, they want to be able to do something or whatever. That could be cool for adoption. Also, man, if I was the marketing team of Anthropic, I would make, like, let me actually show you the picture. Like, I would make something like this, right? The Claude crew. Because if you are a beginner, how can you work with Claude? You don't even know what Haiku, Sonnet, Opus 4.6, Opus 4.8. I don't know what any of that means. And I feel exactly the same. I mean, now I know, right? But now if I go to here and then I open a new chat and I open Codex, if not this natural progression from Mini 5.4, 5.5, okay, that way I can see, okay, this is the least powerful, this is the most powerful. But the default and auto got mixed up together. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I'll fix it later. Or I'll take a screenshot real quick. So, yeah, it's confusing. Luna, Terra, Sol. How am I supposed to know about any of this? But if you have a short series like this, you know, where it's like short series based on those old catchy series that everyone was watching, like Friends or The Grey's Anatomy, or I don't know. I never watched any of that. So, but I get the gist, you know. Or there are like what is it? Some doctor, some hospital series, right, where they have problems and they solve them together. I would make something like this. Every week there is an episode, right? 20 minutes, 10 minutes, something short, something nice, quick, just so you can understand the personality and usefulness of every personality. It will be so much better. So much better. Man, I'm telling you, it will be so much better. It's like you will actually feel like people will actually want to get Claude just to feel a part of the series. You know, they would want to talk to Sonnet more because she's a good-looking secretary. You know, I'm telling you, they would use Haiku more because maybe he's like has a nice personality and he's like really sweet, because that's how Haiku is, right? All of them has a good personality. They all good. The same for Codex, and maybe they are competing teams, and then they discover that they are all the same, and then they are like friends or something. That could be super cool, man. That could be so nice. You basically learn about all of the models without feeling like you are learning. You're just watching a series, and then they are talking about design decisions and like maybe abstract code problems that anyone could understand. Man, we need it so much. Who is doing that for Valo? Who is doing this? Let's go. Let's do this. Confirmed. Validator completed successfully. The result already included blah 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 blah. I'm so man. I'm hungry as well. I need to. It's like what it's been 2.5 hours, but it's closer to like 4 hours or something because I'm taking breaks while it's building as well, waiting for it to finish. Closed Valo by mistake previously while I wanted to find the image. I don't even know how it happened, because if you click close, oh wait, maybe I clicked here. No, right? It shouldn't close it. Maybe I just clicked close anyway by mistake. I don't know. I don't feel like testing it again right now. But yeah, I don't feel like it should close anything. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit tired, a little bit hungry. Let me just stop it now and get back when I wanted to record my entire day, to be honest. So maybe I'll still be able to do that, but I need to skip. Wait, did we build? Who is building? I guess the previous session built or something? Until the next build. So what I've just seen here? It looked like someone built. Okay, now it's gone. I guess it's just like the map glitch. I guess some files are being checked. Okay. By the way, remember how I had 600,000 lines and I was like, oh, how could it happen? I know how could it happened. We didn't actually count the exact amount of lines. Instead, we did something. We measured the weight and then we tried to do some. Forget about it. It was at the very start with Opus 4.5. We tried to do too many things at once, and that's what that's what Opus did back then, and I never even noticed. So we treated it as the truth. But now we are actually counting the lines, and even then we need to make sure still to audit it properly, because we also completely changed the Notepad engine, and the new Notepad engine actually counts the lines. So we can just reuse that same engine to do that instead of relying on the index. Should I just... No, wait for the build. I need to build and I need to release. That's not in the way right now. I'm just afraid I'll forget it later, but I'll not. It's fine. Okay, let me pause and get back later. Okay, I'm trying to restart after a build and looks like we're having a problem. What is that? That's good actually, because that allowed me to find something that we shouldn't have here. Oh, we actually loaded. Yikes. Oh no. Yeah, that last step is so hard to achieve, but why? Man. Can I send it? Yeah, it's probably working, but the UI is empty. A stable version of Valo. Okay. That's the worst. But it's not the first time it happens. Yeah, I'm sure everything is still there. I'm sure even if I'll send a message, the process will start. It's just that visibly it's not rendering anything at all. I don't even think that's the first time this happens. I think we had it already and we fixed it once. This is the last step that is kind of hard to perfect. But we will get it eventually. Oh, really? Oh, of course, that's the old version of Valo. Can't even talk. Can't even talk. That's the... yeah. Bruh. We need to make a new Valo stable. I should have sent Claude on that and that's it. Oh, I can't even pause, man. I don't want to stop because stop is... it's risking losing the history, but fuck it, okay. I'll just stop. I just didn't want him to try to start chasing stuff that is not needed. Fuck. This is the usual experience of anyone that uses Codex on the desktop or Anthropic application on the desktop. I can't believe it. Like Visual Studio Code, that's what you get. That's crazy. Actually, wait, Visual Studio Code, was it working or? I think no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It gets queued up and then it's being sent later. Yeah, ridiculous. What chat am I on even? Oh, test. Yeah. So why is it? Whoa. Is that a new bug? Why can't I scroll through my chats? What is going on here? Like if I add a bunch of chats here? Oh, wait, we lost them. No way, we lost it. Man. Fuck. No, we can't. Fuck. Okay, we need to fix the rendering issue. That I can't grab here as well. Like annoying. Oh, so projects have this, but chats, they lost it? Or, oh, I see what's going on. We never built it. We built it only for one header. But then when we made the projects and chats have their own headers, we never built it for the... Okay, that's easy. That's just... Recording was declined. Man, stop recording. Look, this is so funny. I was about to troll Codex. Like, what do you want? A screenshot of a black screen? And he's like, yes, exactly. Okay. Fuck it. I guess you will see exactly what's going on then. Like, it almost feels like he doesn't believe me. No, I need to see it. I need to see the black screen. But yeah, of course, if we are being real, the reason that he needs to see it is because he needs to see the exact state. Is it the welcome page state? Is it completely black? Is it like there are so many little details? It's almost like a blind person that has a better sense of the surroundings. That's the same with those models. They are blind, and you show them a screenshot, it tells them much more than you can imagine. Yeah, he didn't even know what's not rendering. When you say a chat is not rendering, it could be a lot of stuff. It could be maybe the chat name is not rendering as well. Like, he needs that information. So yeah. I was just kind of annoyed. Like, what? Because the Valo broke, and because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, but I still don't want to get anything to eat. I need to stay annoyed. Because when stuff is annoying me, that's when I fix them. It's annoying, you fix it. It's annoying, you fix it. But I also need to build and release already. Yeah, okay, let's wait again. Okay, we are back, just as I thought. And my settings reset, of course. Why? I don't know. Let's close Valo stable. All my chats are gone. Yeah, amazing. Well, from the tab, not from... Fuck, I hate this shit. Really? Okay, we are back. The last attempt fucked the entire app. The chat renderer disappeared. And now after the reversion, why are all my settings gone? Why all of my chats are gone? Now, probably the chats themselves inside are not marked archived, but they are archived in my left panel. This is just a complete mess. Why? I don't even care about the chat switching anymore. I don't care. Project switching, I don't care. I just want my settings not to reset. Like, why would it reset? It's especially annoying since we tried to solve it already. We allegedly fixed it. Ah. The chats are already appearing fine. This was already fixed. My settings are being reset after the revert to fix the fuck up of the chats. Every time you fix something, every time that a session reverts some fuck up, I end up with all of my settings and all of my chats. Oh, you were talking about the chats that are in the tabs, not the chats that... Yes, the chats that are in the tabs, they got closed for some reason. And they are probably not even marked archive properly. So it's a mess. I don't even know if I should send this prompt. Fuck it. I'm just talking in real time as if I would in real life, and that's it. Then it also allows the model to understand what I don't understand, where I'm confused, and all of that stuff. So he did conflate the full chat archive with the open tab. Wait, what? The actual damage is the underlying chat still exists, but the revert startup resets your preference and through your open tabs into the archive view close tab state. Yes, okay, now he understands. That's good. Okay, while he is on it, let me solve something else. Yeah, the switching. Hi Claude, good morning. So here's the deal. We have in the header for chats, we have a right and left buttons that are highlighting automatically and showing the user that he needs to click them in order to see more chats. But here's the problem. When we added the ability to see projects and chats in a header below that, then now only the projects have the ability to scroll through the tabs, but the chats themselves don't have that ability. So we need that same ability for the chats when both are open. I'm sure that's a simple one. You should find it easily. Okay. Why am I hearing some crackling sound? Oh, because I'm charging my phone and the cable goes over the cable. Ridiculous. Okay. I wonder if it picks up or is it only my... Oh, it's probably only my headphones. I don't know. Whatever. There is no usable backup of the preset settings. What the... That's the specially bought... Wait, what? What do you mean? We have user settings.ts. It's like 1,000 lines. What do you mean we don't save the user settings? That doesn't... What? How does it even make sense? That's one. And first of all, if we don't allegedly save it, then how come every time I restart the application, those settings are still there? It only disappears after, like, I don't know, after you revert some fuck up. So what? I don't know. Setting needs atomic history and field level updates. We don't need to overcomplicate it. That points to something specific in the revert deployment launch, blah blah blah, not a Valo simplify. Possibilities include launching a different app. Yes, we did launch Valo stable to fix broken Valo. Nice, I'm glad that you gave me options. So yes, I'm not sure if Valo stable... Yeah, probably, right? Because it also has its own identity and data location and blah, blah, blah. Basically, yeah, take a look into this, what we can do. I guess it's not a user problem then. It's only my problem here on this machine. As a dev... Let's at least check. Yeah, it's still blinking, man. What? But it was working fine already. No, we tried to eliminate the blink, right? And we couldn't. It's fast, but... that's much better than what we had yesterday. So let me try to be happy about that at least. Yeah, that's much more faster. That's much better. I would not make the two apps share live settings or tab state. Wait, they shared settings? They shouldn't. Of course that's a mistake. Of course. Now it's all obvious. Wait, I confirmed both sets still exist. Stable files are older and much smaller, which matches the default blah blah blah. So nothing resets your regular settings. Nothing archived or deleted those regular chats. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh my god. We are right now in Valo dev. We are not in Valo stable right now. What? What do you mean I would not make the two apps share live settings if they are already not sharing live settings? Where am I wrong? What's going on? What the fuck is wrong? And I know that it's just me that doesn't understand something, and I'm still getting mad. It's like, man, relax. Okay, now he understands. Holy. So I was right to be pissed off. Okay. Project Peel in collapsed mode. Oh, he's fixing that stuff. What else wasn't working properly? Nice. Okay, we can see a lot of activity. Oh, we see activity for grep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Activity for grep. Finally, we can see much more activity on the map. Not only read, write. Yesterday we also added bash commands and shell and stuff. Nice. Now the map will become alive. That's beautiful. Man, I should see background tabs as well. Why not? Why is it? Okay, that's later though. It's fine for now. It's actually kind of cool. You can come here and then you see what this chat is doing. Because then, yeah, it will be too much stuff probably. I guess it's fine for now. Yes. My earlier stable explanation, blah, blah, blah. You're so different state. For this entire incident, the logs disprove that the real bug remains in the regular value. Okay, thank you, Codex. You don't need to tell me what I already know. Can we fix that? Do you want to investigate what happened exactly? Propose a fix and use the handoff skill so that a fresh session can do it properly, or? Nah, 100,000 tokens. Okay, I guess it's a good place to hand off. Oh man, he's taking screenshots. Come on. I'm on full trust, right? I need to go to tools. Wait, it's not. Wait. Oh, I'm an auto approve. That's why. That's why. But wait, how do I stop Claude from taking screenshots then? It's not a skill, is it? It's not a skill. It's a tool. But where is it? MCP Valo screenshot. Why? Wait. Tool permissions. I need to go to custom if I want to control it. Either you approve everything, either you are on auto approve, and then you, because it's not on in your project, you need to allow. So yeah, just easier to go to full trust and that's it. Nice. Now you can't change it mid session. Beautiful. Let me just give you a normal screenshot, man. The fuck are you trying to screenshot there? The handoff fully prepared. Yeah, auto send. Wait, that it didn't work? Didn't we do it? Wait, Codex, a quick question. Didn't we build a question card for you? For Codex? I think we did. The Claude has its own ask user tool, but we built for you a tool as well. Did the handoff skill mention it or not? The handoff thing told me to use Valo request user input question card. Oh, let's fucking go. I attempted it, but this Codex runtime rejected it as unavailable in default mode. Huh? I'm checking whether our separate Valo question card is available under another tool name. Yes, the skill did mention it. Preview first. Will it even work? Shit. Okay, we have two problems. First of all, I did see the question card on your second attempt. I did choose the option to preview the handoff, but it didn't work. It just spinning, and that's it. So we need to finish up the tool so it will actually work. Tell the next session to check Valo logs if there is any smoking guns in there, and then also change the skill itself. Tell the next session after it's done fixing the tool, or actually let it start with changing the handoff probably to the actual proper tool call, so that the next time Codex will know how to call this question card. Okay, I guess he will just put it here automatically. He'll probably not ask me anymore if I want to preview or not. Or if he will do that manually. I'm fixing the skill. Oh, he's doing that himself. Okay. Yeah, he will open the review tab. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, this is pure investigation. And he already knows what to do. Let's send it. And we are getting closer to release. To today's release. What is this? What did you... What? What did he load up here? Is it some sketch I never even seen? Oh, that's the other chat. Wait, Claude, why are you doing drafts of what we already have working in the real code, in the real application? You don't need to do that. I don't get it. Or is it just testing something? Or you're just testing the logic? No, he is not, because he wants to screenshot the result. What do you mean compacting at 50%? Oh, he probably... Yeah. He probably got hit too much information at some point or something. But why... miscalculation and misrepresentation? Is it a Valo bug, or the Opus 4.8 hit something very, very long and then he just compacted, which still means that we have something. Our context ring is not updating fast enough, perhaps, or something like this. Not sure what it is. Or it could also be a CLI bug. Maybe, I don't know. But I never seen Opus 4.8 compact at 50%. Only Sonnet, maybe Haiku, but not Opus 4.8. The new Sonnet compacts pretty frequently. It's actually a bug in Anthropic. But 4.8, I never seen it. Maybe you can check online as well in the GitHub. Maybe they have a bug after they updated the CLI or whatever. I don't know. What? It was a logic probe. Nice. Okay. Okay, wait. So if it's a logic probe, why are you taking screenshots of it? Never mind. Just I know it's not you anymore. You arrived after compaction anyway, so whatever. If you need anything, let me know. Ask me any questions if you need something to be cleared up. I'm running the focus test. Okay. Okay, let's investigate. Wait. So I didn't get the answer to my question. Let me try to restore it. Okay, it's actually working, so we don't have any problem. Let me just tell it real quick to this session. So you remember how I said that I suspect that the archive status got fucked up as well after restarting and coming back into empty chats and my settings resetting, and I didn't see my tabs that were open there. So I don't know if it's true or not, but I was able to restore and archive a chat with no problems. It was always like that. It's just that internally I think, what about the markings? What about the markings? Because I never archived them manually. So when they auto-archived by mistake, when the settings got resetted, how did the status update? Did it update? You know, basically that's my question. But you don't need to take a look into this yourself. Spawn a mini chat or something, or even send a background agent to investigate this. Yeah, you know what? Open a mini chat, and maybe I'll just take over that mini chat, and that's it. That's something I love a lot about this process, that I can just turn off the cross-chat messaging between them, drag it to a new tab, and that's it. Again with your screenshot? I screenshotted the probe only because its answer was printed as text on the page. Oh. Oh man, I had to read the number it measured. Come on. Can't you read it from the code? What do you mean? Are you actually getting the screenshots that you need? I don't think so. You're getting screenshots from other chats or something, no? Just tell me what you need and I'll take the screenshot. If you need the data, read it from code. Holy man. I can't believe it. Like Codex Sol really feels much better than 4.8 for some reason. Oh, he just wanted the layout? Okay. Okay. I don't know. Am I too hard on Opus? He just took a screenshot himself, did everything that he needed himself. Maybe it's all good. Not a CLI bug. Maybe a small one. The context ring might not be updating fast enough for a background. Huh? What? What do you mean background tabs? There are no background tabs. The context ring only shows the context for the current running chat. Between the two compactions, 8 API calls happened while the tab was in the background. Okay. Pushing context from 100k back up to 180k. Okay, so that's that part I didn't see. The context stayed at 100 and then it started compacting. Then a new session arrived and it was still at like 100, then it got reset. Basically the context string was still showing me 50%. Then it got reset to 32. So yes, it looks like our context string is not updating fast enough, I guess. I guess so. But how can we fix it? Let's see what you're saying. What we can fix on our side. The Valo bug, stale ring on tab switch. Huh. Is that what it is? Want me to fix it? Okay. CLI inaccurate percentage is anthropic problem. No, it looks like the CLI percentage is actually fine, at least for those models. Okay, you know what? Let's do it, fix it up, and then hand off to Codex to make sure that on his side we are also covered. In plain terms, the chat tab scrolling code looks correct everywhere. I check and even works where I... What do you mean? What is... Who told you it's breaking? Who told you it's breaking? I told you we need to build another one because we only have it for projects, but not for chats. Bro. I'm attaching a screenshot so you can actually see it. I can't believe it. Don't even do anything. Detect the problem, then hand off to a fresh Codex session. I can't believe I'm saying this. Here is the screenshot. That's crazy. I was so clear. I even gave it the shortcut. We already have it built. We just needed... It's crazy, man. Crazy. It just tells me I'm bad at giving context. Still, it wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough context. Nope, wasn't good enough. Look, no question mark here. No tonality as well. Like it's, and he now has to realize, like, understand what I'm saying, and but it's fine. He has the screenshot. Like, he was. Oh my god. Hello. He's probably thinking, is like, let me try to understand. Oh my god. Come on, stop hiding your thinking. He will probably still start with the thinking. Even though he spent all of this time with thinking, he will start with the thinking box, right? Come on. I'm putting my money on this. Not a lot though, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now it's been too long. Now you should feel ashamed of starting with the thinking box. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, finally. Now I see it. It reminds me of this meme when it's like Claude is looking at a pile of shit, of like a bunch of mess. Oh no, sorry. He's looking at a small pile of mess. And he's like, oh, I finally get the picture. And then there is a huge pile of mess behind that small pile of mess. Oh no. Oh. It's all good. Oh my god. I got nervous for a second. I thought this is the handoff and we didn't get a reply. But this was actually the report. Phew. Man. I don't think you can fix it. 4.6. Do you think so? You know how long it took us to make the context string work properly? I don't think... Yeah, it's like actually looking at it. I could solve it with 4.6, I could, but then I realized, okay, I can just hand it off to 4.8 or Fable or Codex Sol, and it will be solved much quicker. But I will run out of my session time quicker as well. So it's like a it's like sometimes I feel like, let me just be patient, let it try. It's not a big deal anyway. It works well enough, you know. An attempt here, an attempt there, we will get it eventually. Because running out of session time, it's the worst. I need my session time. I need even if I'm hitting like 95 and above. By the way, Valo lets you know if you hit it. Then still I feel like I need to save the last percent just in case, just if I need to really do something. What, screenshots again? What is it? Oh, that's the handoff. Oh, I'm on auto approve. That's why I get it. Yep. You spent so much time on analysis that I even forgot what was the problem. Oh, right. Okay, now everyone is Codex. No, still one Claude. I'm waiting so I can switch the permission. No, 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 no. So I don't get it. I don't remember if I switched the voice or not. 4.6, auto approve still. Actually, you know what? Fine, we can launch the dev window. Fine, let me close some stuff. Fine, we can do it. Fine. It's just that I don't have chats in the dev window, but I don't actually need chats. I need just the tabs. Archive marking remains available in this mini chat for you to continue directly. Huh? Wait, what? I didn't say I'm going to review it directly. I said maybe I'll take over it later if I'll need to. Keep going. I don't even know what I'm not reading that. Where is my plain terms? I'm not reading that. Wait, did I ask this session to hand off to Codex as well? I don't even remember. Maybe it just read the other chat in real time. How to send that? Okay, now I have my dev window on my other monitor. Let me go to appearance. I work with multiple projects. Now let me open a bunch of chats. And it's working, beautiful. Let me oh, but I can't. Oh, I just need to make the window less. Right, here we go. Oh, now I can fix the annoying stuff that was bugging me before that. Amazing. Okay, where is the Chat tab scroll. Now I can scroll through my projects and I can scroll through my chats. Beautiful work. You know what? There is something that I want to fix. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you. It's so annoying. Yeah. So there should be a place where I'm able to grab the window and resize it and stuff like that. But it doesn't work. It works only when the window is fully expanded. When the window is minimized, which is what I took a screenshot of, which is what I'm attaching, I can't grab there. And also, I don't have a grab mouse icon when I actually click on it. You know, that usual stuff, the good stuff. Can you look at that? Can you take a look at that as well? But you can also wrap up the other stuff with the scrolling of the tabs and the projects. Here is the screenshot. I know I could probably start a fresh session for that, but I feel like it's kind of it's a little bit related. Testing, small extracted resolver function could test the source selection. Still need a component test if we want to guarantee no stale frame. Let's see, findings. Wait, Codex, did you find a place where you could have improved the same for yourself? So your context string will be accurate? Or because in the previous session, Claude did it for himself, right? By the way, I need to switch to full trust for Claude. Okay, I did it. So he did it for his context string. Now it's your turn. Do it for your context string. Context. It's fine. The script just says string. I wanted to correct to ring, but he knows already. No further action needed. Okay, nice. Beautiful. Chat tab scroll for the new issue. I needed one distinction. Are you trying to drag the empty black title bar area to move the window? Wait, what? Oh. Or drag the window's outer edge corner to resize it. Yes, I'm trying to drag the window itself. And it only works when the window is full screen. I can click on the header and drag it around. But when it's minimized, I can't do it. It's annoying. We specifically have that empty space for that very reason. Resizing is not a problem. Resizing, I can. It's funny, when I resize it a little bit bigger, now I can grab it. But if it's resized to like what? I don't know the pixel dimensions, but it's bigger than half of my screen. So it's kind of... Yeah, we are not logging the dimensions, right? But if we are, you will be able to see it in Valo logs. But fuck Valo logs, whatever. You will probably be able to see it in the logic of the code. Oh, that's all. All he needed is... probably one information from me. Do I'm trying to drag or to resize? That's it. That's probably all that he needed. But you never know. Best to give more context. The more context, the merrier, the better. Found it. He didn't. He just found it in my answer. You see? That's it. He found both scenarios. He was just waiting for like, what is it exactly? Yeah, okay. Guaranteed grab zone already exists, but the component only renders in the opposite layout, which chat tabs are hoisted into the header. Okay, okay. Man. Okay, now the pipeline. Okay, we are getting closer. We are getting closer. We are getting closer. Let me take a break, take a pause, and get back here when we are done. No, I didn't have the time to relax or do anything. No. I need to come back and show that basically I can grab it here, but Let me. Okay, the dev window is back. So here's the strange thing. When it's when the window is, let's say, half the screen, freely floating on the screen, I can grab it, no problem, but I don't see the grabbing hand. Then if I minimize it, wait, what? I've seen the grabbing hand just now. Okay, if I minimize it to a very small size, less than half of the screen, the grabbing hand appears beautifully, but it's actually not grabbing anything. Let me show you a screenshot. Oh, fuck, I can't. I can't, because when I try to screenshot, the hand disappears. So it's doesn't make any sense. So yeah, what is going on, I wonder? If I had to guess, what would I think it is? Different states, something. Let me try to close the left panel. Let me see if anything will change. No, nothing changed. Let me try to close the right panel. Still the same behavior. You know what? I'll give you more context. You know what I can do? I can go to appearance and then toggle off working with multiple projects at once. Then I will see only chat tabs, not projects. Let's see now. Is it still the same? Interesting. So when it's only chats, the little hand doesn't appear at all. But I can move it. So no hand, but I can move it. No problems, even when it's minimized. Although when it's minimized by a lot, there is not a lot of space to grab, and also the chats are leaking from the chat name. The chat tab is bigger than the arrows. Let me show you a screenshot of that. You know what? I feel like there is a lot of stuff to take care of. You will probably not be able to do all of that in one shot. So if you want, dedicate some of that to mini chats. Here is the screenshot. I always say to myself, you know, this is small stuff. I can fix it later, It's fine. The most important part that I can actually work with Claude and Codex and all of that stuff later. But in reality, that's the face of the application. That's what people are actually touching with their own hands, with their own mouse. That's what they are feeling. They are the ones that are feeling this. You know, if Claude or Codex, if he has some trouble, I fix it as well. But in reality, the problem is that I should focus much more on the user friction, because this is ridiculous. Also, what if... Oh my god. Yo, I just realized this. Whoa, we can make it so much better. I never thought about it, because on a Mac, when I screenshot, I can just catch the screenshot right here and drag it here. It's not a problem. On a Windows, you can't do that. You need to click on it, then you need to save it, then you need to either go here and then attach a file, either move it like this and then drag it here. Annoying. What if we will have a screenshot button right in Valo? You click it, then you drag what you want to screenshot, and it automatically attaches here. Oh, this will be so good. So good and so fast. Okay, if it's truly good, I'll remember about it. Of course I'll remember about it. I send screenshot every day. But I don't want to build it right now, because that way I'll never release today. And it's not an easy feature probably, because it's not just... Because first I thought, what if we just show, just like we have the folders, right? We can show the screenshot folders constantly mounted. For example, I don't know where. somewhere. Maybe you click a button and then you can drag it from there, and all of your screenshots are automatically going there. But this is lame. It's much better to have like a button instead of looking for that screenshot. Oh, Windows button, Shift, what is it? R, S, something? I even forgot. It's so bad. You just have a button and you just, yeah. Yeah, we need to build it, definitely. And it's going to be automatically attached. It's going to be great. Or wait, should it go to the sketch? You should be able to drag it into the sketch. That's what it should probably do. Or what if you screenshot and it goes automatically to sketch, and you can either attach to chat and then send, or sketch right there and then. It's probably annoying though if you just want to send a screenshot of something quick to go here every time. Yeah, and then it closes the right side panel and all of that. Okay. Nice. Okay, the context ring got better. I'm not worrying about that. Should be good. Worst case, it will just not work. I mean, the quicker update. Other than that, our updates are actually amazing. Updating in real time, which is pretty good. Compared to what it was in the past. And when I say in the past, it was before Anthropic Desktop existed, before Codex Desktop application existed, before any of those, like, there was only Cursor, the old one, the Visual Studio Fork, which is, excuse my language, a piece of shit to work with AI. It's a good code editor, but working with AI for someone that is trying to build something and is not a coder, like, forget even not a coder, the fact that you need to click allow for every task and that it's broken, like, can't interrupt, can't have access to the tools, can't have access to skills, can't context manage, no password, no tools, no chats, your chats being auto-deleted after 90 days, sometimes even faster, because just, well, I don't know why, because that's how it was. I don't know. I don't care. I just built Valo. It's the only thing that makes sense. Kind of funny, I guess, if you're a dev and you're heavy on the terminal and you clickety clackety, you don't need something like this. You're not going to go through a little bit of annoyance of some small thing not working over a little bit of beauty and UI, and that everything is self-aware and can help you with stuff, because developers, they just have their terminal. That's how they like stuff. But I truly believe that the bigger market is not the developers at all. It's just a global workspace. It's just a workspace for anything. Like anything, this should be the place you go. Even if you have a question about the weather, you should go here, because only here you can continue the question about the weather into actually building a weather application for your community or something, right? Weather application for yourself, I don't know, something special. Maybe you have like something on your roof that measures the wind speed and like the relative humidity, and you want to build a nice dashboard to see it, or like the possibilities are endless, but they're only endless if you are in a spot that can actually build stuff for you, also without you exposing your secrets, right? Because how can you build something if you can't even give it access properly? If you're constantly paranoid that it's going to leak, how can you really build anything? You can't. Like, imagine, yeah. Okay, I get the example. You can't give a live electricity wire to anyone and expect them to build anything. But what is the good analogy? What if it's not a stripped electricity wire? Because that's the terminal, right? Valo has guards, a lot of guards. Tool permissions, protection, supply chain attack protection, protected code files, custom permissions. Come on. You know, so this is not the live electricity wire. If anything, this is a smart home that uses electricity, and then people can come in and use the electricity for whatever appliances they have. Maybe the skills, maybe the tools, maybe their own stuff, right? This is their furniture, right? They move their furniture into this home, which is a smart home, which uses the live electricity wire. That's pretty good analogy. Okay, I see the dev window and it behaves absolutely the same. Nothing changed pretty much. Nothing at all changed actually. Kinda crazy. Oh wait, the little grabbing hand doesn't appear at all anymore. Oh, it doesn't appear because I'm not in the I work with multiple projects at once setting. Now I am. And now when I minimize it, when I minimize it, I still don't see the grabbing hand. I mean, I can move it, by the way. I can move it in any position now. Oh, right. Sorry. I was too quick to say that I don't see any difference. I can actually move it now. Nice. I can actually move it no matter what size it is. I can actually move it. Oh, wow. You even made the... Nice. You made it so that it will not clip through the arrow. Nice. This is beautiful. I see what you did. Now I see it. Okay. Yeah, we have a small problem. If we are on it, the little shadow that you added, it has a small gap. Let me show you zoomed in so you can see it. Wait. Oh, I just got confused for a second. Never mind, it's all good. Here is the screenshot. Oh, and I don't see the grabbing hand at all now. Do I need to see it though? Yeah, you need to. When you click on it already, right? It should be... Wait, how should it even behave? When I hover on the header, should it show me a hand or not? Let me open a browser real quick. No, it doesn't show me anything, actually. Let me open Chrome now. Doesn't show me anything. There is no hand at all. OBS, no hand at all. You know what? Maybe that was my 90s brain or something. Maybe we don't need any hand. I guess that's what you did, right? Because you knew that I was talking shit. So you removed the hand completely. Well done, Codex. Well done. Oh, wait. I need to remind about the screenshot, though. Okay, we are getting so close now to actually build it. Exactly. Native Windows Chrome title bar use normal arrow cursor, not a hand. Once the spacer became a real electron drag region, Chromium stopped applying the decorative hand cursor, which accidentally brought us back to the correct platform behavior. Man, I'm such a... Oh, yeah, let's put a hand there. Although... I don't know. Now that I think about it, why everyone removed it though? I guess because it already works and... But I don't I don't know. I want the little hand. Why do I want it so much? I don't know. I want the I want the little hand. Okay, it's enough fixes. It's enough. I'm going crazy already. Nice. Let's build it now. So we can finally get into the new build, test it without any special surprises. And then I can finally release to Discord. Here we go. Command name. Why? Oh, It's not a problem. It's not a problem. That's a command name. That's all good. Could be better, but whatever. I'm not that's it. It's enough. It's fine. If you start with a skill name, it says command name. Yeah, we can fix it later. It's not a big deal. Is everything committed? Yes. Good. Okay, we are back and looks like we are finally at a state where we can, yeah, we can build, we can release. Right? Let me make sure. Let me think about it. We have... The only thing that still stands open is basically finishing the chat switching and tab switching on all of that stuff. Apart from that, everything is pretty good already. I need to release. Yeah, I need to release. There is a lot of improvements. Hi, Claude. Good morning. Let's release Valo. Use the release skill. Yeah, we don't have anything to commit. We should be good. Why is my computer suddenly spinning the fans so hard? I guess I'm recording for too long, maybe. I should be fine though. Maybe the temperature just risen a little bit. So it needs to cool off. Well, anyway, I think instead of recording the entire day, because who's going to watch an 8-hour video? So we probably, I'll probably make videos about sessions, and a session is basically up until I feel it's in a stable enough position to release. So there is a little bit of misunderstanding. The thinking effort is old news. Ask toggle per secret, old news. It was just properly explained now, I guess, and made work for full trust as well. Basically, ask toggle per secret works now in full trust as well. It's being respected no matter what, no matter of your decision of permissions. Codex can ask it can use the ask tool just like Claude can, and then tab switching is just faster, not keeps your place better. It's just faster. That's it. Everything else looks good. Let's kick it off. Wait, our new skill already says to kick off the build first and then you did it. Oh, nice. Looks like you did it, right? Or not? The last time we edited the skill, we said start releasing and then talk about how to name things. Or we can't do it. We need the actual tag before we release. I'm just trying to save time. Now I found myself... You see, I'm straining my voice right now because I'm not with the headphones. I can't hear myself. I know that even if I'll speak like this, everyone can still hear me. Even Claude can still hear me. But without the headphones, it feels weird. It feels like no one will hear me. Oh my fucking God. Please don't try to invent anything that I didn't say. I said Codex can use the ask tool just like Claude. What do you even mean codecs can pause and ask you some? Oh my god. Oh wait, actually I'm sorry. That's exactly what it is. Holy fuck. My bad, sorry. It's just that it leads with something that codecs can pause and ask you something mid-task. It's like it doesn't feel special. It's not new, it's just improvement, you know? That's it. There is nothing new. Which just fixes, I guess. I don't know. Just send it already. Also, where is the we can't build before the tag? That's so funny. So why the previous session told me, "Oh yes, let's build it and then tag." So remove that tension creating instruction. I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient. Look at this guy. Let me just proceed with the release. I mean, fine, yeah. Just do it. Just send it already. Just send it. Just send it. Just send it already. Let's go. A lot of improvements. I hope the users are not hitting this. I mean, my Valo mail is quite kind of good for now. Took care of some mails in the morning. Okay. Okay, that's it pretty much. We don't have to sit here and wait. There is no point. That's it. Thank you so much for joining. The new release is here. And I'll catch you in the next one.